Hello, everybody, and I've got something going on there, but oh well. And welcome to. I just looked at myself in the camera, and all of a sudden, I'm sure it's just a shadow, but it looks a little weird. So,
You a bit low. The camera a bit low. Oh, there we go.
yeah, it's okay. I just didn't have it unlocked to track me yet. That's okay. Welcome once again to the Glassbreakers Guild here on Casual Cactus. It's our weekly D&D game where we get together with friends and family and framly and all.
We're Framery.
We're framly and all of that, and we play D&D because we're just huge nerds, and we invite you guys along to have fun with us as we do so. Good news is we have the full table here today. Everyone is here. Woo!
Yay!
So we are so happy for that.
Miracles.
Before we get started tonight, though, we do have just our usual spate of announcements. Discord server is up and running. You guys can go check that out. Good place to go for all of the announcements pertaining to this channel, as well as Kyrie's creative streaming as well. So announcements for that, stream announcements, changes of schedule, all kinds of fun things, places where you can share artwork, music, photographs, writing, all kinds of fun stuff. Go check it out. Become a member. Be active with it. We also have our YouTube channel. All of the video content that we create here does go to that YouTube channel. You can go check it out, watch all of our past episodes, previous campaigns, one-shots, extra content. We would really, really love for you guys to drop by, hit like and subscribe, become a member over there, and support us on that platform as well. That's it for me. I'm going to keep it nice and brief. Was there anything anyone else needed to say anything about? No?
You're pretty.
Why, thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, guys.
I felt like that was insincere.
Now all the internet knows.
Yes. Yes, indeed. But anyway, thank you guys a lot for that. Beyond that, were there any announcements that needed to be made? No?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Okay. Who would like to do a recap for last week?
I can do part of it.
I was not here. I can help out some. I'm missing some of the stuff that Killian gave us in details as far as...
Then we'll let Lance reinstate us. Oh, someone took a little bit of note.
Because somebody was supposed to deliver a message, so he wrote it all out. And then I was here.
Well, I can read out what I have, and then everybody can fill in the blanks.
Yep.
I thought I took notes.
Okay, we
I
rescued Simi, but we're in a bad kobold sandwich.
Yep.
No, that seems about right.
No, we decide to bravely run away, barely. Kobolds pincer the army. There are fire kobolds and stone kobolds. They don't seem to play well. Stone kobolds' reinforcements grow from the ground like carrots and run into the humans and the fires. Killian is approaching, also Mao. Unfortunately, Simi has a conscience, so we're going to try to help the humans. My pen stopped working. Mao gets a hit at Lars. That's what that's supposed to
Did
say.
you write out my pen stopped working?
No, but I can see where it happened.
There's evidence.
Oh, the general dude that is with Lars has fire magic. And then this is the part in the stream where Steven tripped over a cord and fell down. I did write that down. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Simi has to choose between a lot of innocence, Zoigan, and what's it? How do you say it?
Acherai.
Acherai.
Because Keith is evil.
She She's fairly non-committal about it.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There's friggin' fire beetles. And then, at least for me, I connected the dots that the general is the fire dwarf guy that's been showing up. I don't know if everybody else figured out that before.
Yep.
There's a lot of agendas going on at the same time. Simi sees Killian and then Red. Chooses Acolyte, then Zoigan.
Love cabbage recaps.
And Zoigan pulled a curtain of people in front of him on multiple occasions because he's a big chicken.
He's just a guy.
He's a chicken.
He was a god.
I mean, yeah, but now he's not.
Yep.
That's why I said
So
he's
now
just
he's
a
a
guy.
chicken.
Zoigan's
now he's
just
just
this
chicken.
guy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cabbage sees Killian and then Crimson. Humans and fire seem to be
There's a
winning.
pattern.
What's the next level above that? Like,
I don't know.
Black.
Burgundy.
Burgundy. Yeah.
There's a giant
Chartreuse.
crack, a tree goes down
Yep.
and kills Lars.
I think
Just turn green.
Lars and the general vamp in a flame of fire. That is what I wrote down. The tree does almost fall on Zoigan, but Killian sort of saves him. There's lots of chaos. Simi grabs Killian and slaps him and punches him. He won't make eye contact, says he has to check out where Lars was. Killian then annoyingly wants to pay respect to all of the dead. The god of balance is missing? Question mark. Killian has some knowledge of gods, tells his story, and then I had to change diaper and stop taking notes.
Gotcha.
I think that's probably where we left
After the
off.
battle, he
So-
wanted to bury the dead.
Yo, that's the pay
Yeah.
respects thing. She already said that.
Yes.
One of the shards was destroyed. Oh no! One of the shards destroyed the Darwin Empire.
The Darwin Empire!
Those Darvins!
Diggy diggy
learned-
darv.
Diggy diggy darv.
So we discovered in conversation with Killian, one of the shards destroyed the Dwarven Empire. The shards are pieces of God from another world. He believes that it could unbalance things. There are 9 gods, 8 of which have an opposite, and one called Balance disappeared, so we kind of covered that one. When the first shard fell. I almost said shart, that is not what that says.
When the first shark
When the
fell.
first shart fell.
It was messy.
It charted on the
Yes.
world.
They
And
thought
low.
and just now realized how bad things are because they've been too entangled in their own stupidity to realize it, apparently. And then, let's see. Somewhere in there, as we are getting ready for the evening, Simi sees that Mal is terrified of ravens. Volk has run off in the night to kill more things because that's what Volk does. And that is, yeah, I think you covered most of it. It's just that the sticky note and the Volk missing going kobold golfing.
Kobold golfing?
Yeah, they just chased after him to knock heads off. Yep.
Oh no, this one is stuck in sand trap. Whatever will he do? Hand me my 9-iron, please.
Yes. Yes.
Anybody
have anything else to add to that?
We found out about. We were told what happened with the tomb
Mal and Mizuki had a
discussion.
very curt conversation about
Missed that.
horse thieves.
Person
That was
personal
off
property.
About
That's
stealing
right.
other
That's
property.
probably left off.
Yep.
I can't think of anything else.
Cassian is planning killing his mother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone missed that part, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Wait, like actually planning it?
More or less.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Well, sounds like it's
Mizuki's not
time
gonna
to
like that.
get started then. Okay. So you guys have made your camp. for the evening. There are the remains of the battle. The largest battle in living memory for the valley, anyway.
Nobody wants to have it here.
Mal, you're from outside. You might have heard of larger battles. Mizuki, you're from outside. You might have heard of larger battles. But for the valley, the conflict that unfolded within the last day is probably the largest one any of you have ever heard of or been a part of, because it's a peaceful valley, or it has been at least until the last year.
I blame you.
It's not my fault.
That's what I would be saying.
The kobolds fell before I got here.
To be fair, I think there's only one person at the table who could be blamed for bringing such destruction.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It would have been a
Gosh
peaceful
darn
night.
it!
Yeah,
We could have played Farm Simulator.
Damn
We
rats.
could have grown crops.
Dang, the narrative structure.
Dated the NPCs or each other, depending on how it would have gone. Stardew Valley this.
Dang,
I
No!
would've brought
Kobolds
you
have to
some
come from the
food and they
sky.
would've loved me.
dang that narrative structure format of D&D. There's a story to be told. Dang it, conflict.
Hello and welcome to Farmers Only RPG.
Farmersonly.com.
Yeah, that's
Not
it.
affiliated in
Not
any
affiliated.
way.
No. But if you'd like to sponsor us.
No, no.
I'll take it.
Today's episode is sponsored. Are you lonely? Do you live on a farm?
I mean, live in
I have
the
no
middle of
shame.
nowhere.
I'll shill for that.
No. I'm not going to make that joke. It's fine. It's fine.
Such self-control.
Yeah, that's what that is. So you guys have spent the day doing your best to clean up the battlefield. You're not able to get to everybody. There's no way. The carrion eaters have descended upon the remains of the army that you
Well, I'm
haven't
sure
been
we've,
able to
like,
get to.
Bonfired like a
I mean,
huge
these
pile.
were big armies,
Yeah.
and there were a lot of casualties. So you guys were
we
not
did
able to
what we
get,
could.
get
There
to
is
everything.
more than 700 bodies.
Yeah.
It's more than you 7 could get to on your own.
Yes.
So,
But dang it, you tried.
but you gave it your best shot. You did your best, and it did have an effect on one of your numbers. So it wasn't even that all 7 of you who were trying to clean things up. It was 6.5.
6 1/4.
6.25, whatever.
6.
But night has now fallen, and you guys have a chance to gather yourselves together. And if there is any business that you want to take care of, now is the time.
What are you looking at me for?
Any business you'd like to take care of, Nate?
Not while you're awake.
From like the
I got
debris
really
of
creepy in a hurry.
some of the woods that have come down and that sort of thing,
Mhm.
can I find like just a block of wood that's roughly about the size of my head?
Yeah, I mean, that's easy enough to do.
Okay. It's for that one project, remember?
You'll have to remind me, because...
Because no, he does not.
It was the mask.
Ah,
Oh, you're doing masks again?
Wait.
Come on, Brayden. Get a new stick.
Who said it was for you?
Again?
Given news.
Did we not learn our lesson last time?
No.
yes.
And
What
just
did
the
we
wood
learn?
part for now.
Not today.
Yes, I forgot I had that on the back burner for you. Good to know. So, go ahead.
Hey, I have one shtick, and it's playing a broken character who is looking for a loved one and masks. So I'm sticking to it.
Do what you know, right?
Henry?
Yeah, no, that was.
He also has a mask.
He also has a mask. Yeah.
Did you miss the part where he said he has one shtick? It's all of them.
One day I'll get out of this thread, but it is not this campaign.
It is not
Was
today.
Roland looking for a mask?
No, but he had romantic problems.
Oh, good point.
He was kind of like the reverse. He wasn't looking for a lost loved one. He was running.
Yeah.
He was the lost loved one.
kind of
Yeah,
hard
there's
to
a
run
theme.
away from a goddess of magic. So
Yeah, that's a
let's
whole
stop
different
talking
character.
about my past and continue on with
It's
the
a
game.
whole different character.
Once dark falls, Mal will sort of venture out into the
Outside.
chaos of the dead,
Mhm.
and he searches for arrows because he used all of them.
I'm gonna join him.
I'll make a meal, I guess.
You make me an investigation check.
While they're doing that, I'm going to set up alarm around the campsite.
Okay.
16.
16? Okay.
You gonna die.
You're inside it. You're fine.
What are we?
He's not worried about things killing him from the inside. You're good.
To help him once I notice what it is that he's doing.
Well, he would have told everybody before he left
Oh, so
that he's going
yeah.
to look for arrows because
Actually, I'm at a crossroads.
So I'll help him.
Because
I rolled a 14 to.
Alma has
Okay.
set a
Like-
project boots he was working on that is not finished.
Okay. So you're able to find about 15
Killian
arrows
was the only one
still
that
in
could
usable
possibly finish it.
order. They are all Imperial arrows. The kobolds were not using arrows, it didn't appear.
That's fair.
Who needs arrows when you can earthbend?
Or firebend.
And firebend.
And fire.
That reminds me of when during the battle I was like, oh, it's a purple worm.
I'm really freaking glad it wasn't though.
I was just like, oh no. Anyway.
There is no war in the Valley of the Four Kings.
Do I find him any extras?
What was
Flossing say?
14.
14? Yeah, you find him 10 more.
Sweet, thank you.
As we're walking, I'm just gonna kind of like look over. So ravens, they seem to upset you a little bit.
I mean, who likes to watch creatures eating each other?
Do that every night at dinner.
Oh.
You have a weird dinner.
I got what you were saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's cooked most of the time, but
Never mind.
My brain took that a very different direction and is now thoroughly grossed out. But your shadow is clearly not a shadow. And it's
It's dark.
it's
It's a shadow.
a little corporeal.
For that having multiple
Yeah.
different layers.
It's dark.
It's a little corporeal and active for a shadow, and it also doesn't look anything like you.
Uh-huh.
And
So,
Oh, thank you, Ed. And,
Hey.
and a raid.
Hey.
Woo!
The raid.
Welcome, all of you guys.
Hello!
yeah, when I heard that sound effect, I thought for a second I thought it was a dinosaur roar, and I had flashbacks to Schultz.
Oh my gosh, oh gosh,
Run
no.
for your lives!
If I get a wish in even this campaign, I'm wishing that Chult is on for that campaign.
so I'm gonna look over and just like give you the biggest side eye because you know what I mean, and I know you know what I mean. So I respect.
Clearly
that-
you don't. You've said that before and you're pushing it again.
I can't help but feel like this is probably gonna bite us in the ass a little later down the line.
Only if you like that.
Excuse
Look,
you?
Hero.
Guys, let's not make it one of those nights. Because that means a lot more work for me.
Too late.
Nice.
Your Steven is showing.
Thank you, Deck Dog.
Mal is,
Mal is
This is not-
deflecting
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
if he can make her uncomfortable, maybe she'll stop.
Good luck making Sunny uncomfortable.
You have a shadow that's not your shadow, that fights on your behalf. You're scared of ravens. Your shadow looks like a raven. You don't look like a
I
raven.
said I was scared of ravens.
I saw how you were looking around when they started closing in, and it wasn't just it wasn't like the
Crows, vultures.
you were looking at them. You had a very fixed glance at the ravens specifically.
It's just birds.
It's just
I
birds.
I can't fly. It reminds me of falling.
Give that to him for
Why
making.
do you speak in these strange haikus?
So even though there's making a 7-layer bean dip, just layer upon layers.
So does he work for you? Does he like what is he? What is the
Who
thing?
is he?
The thing that is fighting for you.
My shadow.
That is not your shadow and you know it.
What do you want me to call it then?
What it is, because it's not
My
your shadow.
shadow.
It's a giant raven. Oh crap. Are you actually a raven person? And if I get too close to you if I get too close to you with a certain artifact, are you gonna start looking like that?
I don't think so.
I mean, this is this is not unprecedented in my world to date. I'm just saying.
No, I just legitimately don't think so.
Okay.
That would be a twist.
Yeah. Surprise!
So how has it been that you have managed to train your shadow to act on your behalf?
Not a matter of training, it's more a matter of training myself. Like I said, it's a family trait.
Something about this is gonna get us killed. I'm just gonna kind of storm away.
Why?
We have a bad track record.
We?
He has an uncle who does weird things.
Oh, that sounds weird. So I'm gonna walk away and
Cultures
just
clash.
like throw my hands up in frustration. Fine.
Blueberry ale tonight.
Okay, I like you again.
Ah, yes, Simi.
I
She will
know
track
what
down
it
any
is
lead
like.
until you give her alcohol.
Truth.
I mean, like, weren't you the one that's not getting me to try to not drink?
I mean, he gave you a little bit last.
Oh, that's true.
Last
That's
time.
true. Never mind. Yep. I will go back then and let him catch up later.
I'll keep looking for arrows.
Then you find what you find.
Yeah. I just imagined that conversation wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick close to Killian. I'm gonna be awkward and not know what to say because my charisma still sucks.
Okay.
And
Uncle stare.
I'm just gonna make sure that I'm close by enough that if anything, like, tries to attack him in the night, or if he tries to run away in the night, I can then attack him.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Killian, how are you reacting to
Oh.
that?
Did we ever find Volk?
Nope.
No.
No,
Volk is just.
what we finally did is we found.
We ran into a river.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
so Killian took out one of his tracking birds and sent it off after it.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
Mizu could
That's
do-
right.
And Mizu can send
No,
it.
no.
After she's
But
Yeah.
not today
tomorrow.
because we're.
Not
Some of us are a little tapped, apparently.
well. I
I'm
mean,
fine.
So
I just leveled up.
I was tapped 3
Well,
episodes
you'll
ago.
level up
Oh,
after the
level up
after the
Yeah.
After the
after the
long
rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, once we rest, then
Right.
I could send. But not until then.
So roll for your hit points if it's lower than your average. Take the average.
That's the only part that I delete.
No worries.
Killian is sitting on the far side of the camp from where everybody else seems to have put down their stuff, and he's going to pull out a wood carving that he's been working on, and he's just gonna sit there and kind of not look or acknowledge anyone else and work on his wood carving.
Okay.
What you carving?
Are you gonna come over and look?
Not yet.
So you're just kind of lurking.
Yeah, I'm being real creepy because I don't know what to say to him. I'm still really angry at him for vanishing, but I'm also really glad that he's back, and I'm struggling.
When Mal finishes gathering arrows, he'll come sit by Killian and just hand him a little shot glass and see me if she's nearby then. It's been a rough day.
You're not wrong.
I understand.
I mean, I'm guilty of high treason at this point, so.
Yeah, a bit. Which, that was a weird route to go.
No,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
Well, I
Angry.
couldn't see any of you, so I did what I could to stop them from continuing their expedition.
I mean that's fair.
And in theory, it should have worked, but
Ballsy, I'll give you that.
If it makes you feel any better, technically he's guilty of high treason too.
how?
He's working with a magic user that's not the Empress.
I mean, is that
That's-
high treason? Isn't
Yeah.
that just some other crime? I don't
No,
think
it's,
No,
it's
that's
high
definitely
treason.
high
It's high treason. As someone who is
Definitely.
well versed in the courts, and
Yes.
the current might be like the number one like on her list.
I'm pretty sure using the divine power that only the goddess Empress person wields, pretty sure it counts.
Yes.
That or, I don't know, heresy.
Fair enough.
Unless they just look the other way when other royals can do it.
They
Except
don't.
the general isn't a royal.
They don't.
Oh, that's true. They don't.
They don't tend to look the other way.
You say that like you speak from experience. Has your family seen that kind of thing?
Yes. Many times.
So, was this stuff a family trait of yours, or
Which stuff?
your kabloom, abracadabra, magic-y things? Is that a genetic thing that you guys just got really good at not talking about?
No. It was a blessing. From Sinas.
Gotcha. But your family is dealt with the Empire finding out when they have blessings too?
They are yours.
Well,
As I do
as I mentioned, my family has worshipped Sinas for a long time. And we have also been involved in some other thing. I mean, generations, but yeah, we have also been involved in some other things.
I'm really loving the vague vibes of the campsite tonight. I'm gonna.
I mean, like, changeling related. Or the shape shifting.
What?
Related.
Are you one of those? That wouldn't be unprecedented either.
Wait, one of what?
Changeling. Oh, I'm just covering all my bases here.
I'm
You're
a
not
dwarf.
telling me what's really happening, so.
We did provide, not many people know this, but
You might want to just tell her.
the
She's not gonna pick this up.
emperor, he was a changeling, and we provided that. My family provided that changeling.
As one does.
Yes, yeah.
Huh. Yeah. So your family provided the changeling.
And we still are involved with.
So his mom is not his mom? Is that what you're saying?
What?
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 All together now. What?
Hey?
Sorry, random thoughts.
I mean, it seemed actually connected. I'm still processing a lot of stuff here.
Anyway, but yes, my family is very used to dealing with this kind of thing.
like, I share a look with Cabbage because my head is also exploding at this point in time.
So your family has been involved in shady magic business for a long time.
Well,
I guess one could say that, yes.
One should not, however.
Especially in mixed company.
One might not say that in particular company, but I trust you all.
Well, I trust you too.
Oh, it's a bit late if you don't.
Yep, I feel like that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm pretty
I
sure that
mean,
you guys
almost
can have me
dying
thrown
with-
into all kinds of different.
Almost dying with, a group of people. It really, seals that deal.
You never know
Yeah.
someone until you almost die with them.
Right? You never really know someone.
Absolutely.
You still don't really know people, but,
I
a
understand.
little more.
I have issues with that sometimes. But I'll probably ask you more questions about that when my brain's not exploding with the revelations of, missing gods and shards of gods of other worlds and this Yehu and
Wait.
Wow, she's really not gonna let this go.
Gods! And this guy.
And this guy.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
I'm just
He is
very
a horse
curious.
thief.
Huh?
He is a horse thief.
And that's just rude.
I brought them back.
Borrowed is,
Borrowed without permission.
might not be the correct word for what you did.
Stole with the intention of returning.
Technically, Draxus has one of them.
That's one of
He
what?
has my other horse.
Oh, of
There
course.
Oh yeah, and then where is Rosk? Akarai. Where's Akarai? Is he anywhere close?
He'd be somewhere close by.
Yeah, he was
somewhere.
somewhere close by. Yeah.
Okay, so and Akarai's horse is on his way back to town too.
Well, at least they'll be waiting in town, which we probably can't go back to. Never mind.
I mean, I can't.
Alright, Kevin.
Well, I mean, we've associated with him pretty heavily recently.
Not inside town limits.
Yeah.
Okay,
True.
I've associated with him more than I associate with other people, I guess, because I'm a hermit. Oh, I feel weird about myself now.
Women
Don't
can be
overthink
hermits
it.
too.
Not what I meant. I wasn't intentionally going for hermit status. Just kind of realized I was halfway there already anyway. Yeah. So if we
It's
get...
not horseshoes.
Akarai, do we need to go back and get your horse at some point?
I don't think so. I suppose it will depend upon what the plan from here is. Whether there was
We
a
have,
long overland journey.
How
Or
many? Well, what? There were still 9 retainers, right?
Yes.
Okay. How many horses were left?
I mean, you didn't have all that many to start with.
Yeah.
I think most of the rest of your retainers were on foot, actually.
Okay.
What do we need to do from here? Are we
I-
still going towards the... Well, I don't know where we're going now, because
Nope.
the people who knew where they were going have freaking disappeared.
Well, we know it's under the big lake, right?
But we don't have any way really to dig. We don't have the mining equipment and stuff to get under there.
I could
Makes
perhaps
sense.
assist.
Don't we have a
Like that?
mechanical badger?
No,
But
not with
if,
us.
but we assume that when the thing fell, it fell straight into the lake.
Killian's
Would
gonna stand up and sort of brush himself off. Alright, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Killian, if you don't come back,
I'm
I will
coming
be back in
with
10
you.
minutes. You can
No.
come if you want, but
I will, let me remind you guys, there are 3 large lakes
Right.
in the valley.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah, but from what
From
we
what?
understood, it's not the southern one due to directional
Yeah.
reasons that you gave us. That it could be the bigger one or the smaller one.
so Keith,
Yeah.
while this is going on, Killian, and I guess anyone who's following him, he's gonna go off far enough away from the camp that it's not so loud,
Right.
and find a nice clearing with lots of trees and plants.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna sit himself down,
Talk to the bushes.
and he's going to be like, alright,
Are you praying?
we could use your help if you're available.
So you're just kind of sitting there?
Yeah, and he'll like take like a very relaxed pose and just sort of wait and just be like, could use your help if you got the time. Kind of important.
Are you keeping an eye on him?
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Describe for me real quick how you're doing that.
I'm just gonna come like when I realize that he's not doing anything that's potentially dangerous with gunpowder or other incendiary devices. I am going to just like oh, he's sitting. That's anticlimactic.
And
come over.
he's saying this out loud.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll just like plop down next to him and be like, yeah, what he said. It's worked for me okay before.
Yeah, you got a gun in your bed.
Yeah, I got.
I don't
woke
know
up
if
with
this
a
will
god
work,
in my
but
bed.
that's what he's got.
Okay. So Stevie plops down on your right side, and you kind of glance over at her. And as you sort of are turning your face back forward, you catch a figure out of your left side, and you turn.
Yep.
And Life is sitting there.
And Life is sitting there.
Yep.
Hi.
Does Simi see you?
Yeah.
So
So-
Syrian?
How Keith, what is the official pronunciation of this?
Oh, you're gonna make me look things up. Goodness.
Syrian?
I wouldn't have to if it was
it
written
was
in a way that it
Syrian.
was easy to understand
How
how.
would Killian say it?
Or Serene?
I don't know because he's talked to her, so like presumably at some point he would have gotten her version of her name, which I assume is authoritative.
Yeah, that's a good assumption. Give me 1 second.
When I look at it, my
here.
first instinct would be to say Saren, but
Saren Ray.
If they take longer than 10 minutes, Mizuki will.
I'm trying to remember what the etymology of
Make
that was.
something up. Make something up. We won't know the difference.
Yeah, Siren.
Saren, okay.
Yeah.
My lady, thanks for being really quick. That was surprisingly painless.
I was. I've been trying to pay more attention.
Oh, good. You wouldn't by any chance happen to be able to tell me where the nearest entrance to the Dwarven City is, would you?
The nearest entrance.
Yep. Okay, let me rephrase that. The nearest entrance that I could actually maybe use.
That is going to be due west.
Alright, you have anything else for that? Other than go west?
Young man.
Get on a wagon, roll west under the great unknown.
How about a map?
Yep.
This is tough simply
sure.
because I'm sort of peering into a realm where I don't have a lot of influence.
Is there somebody else who'd have a better idea and could give me better directions? Oh yeah, and this whole experience, Killian's very like, nah, this is normal. This is how this goes.
I'm just consistently exasperated by the fact that gods are so ridiculous.
Do you sigh out loud?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Something on your mind?
And gods are difficult, man.
You should see it on this side of things.
You want to take yours back?
Oh, right.
What?
Zoigan
So found the god of justice, you know.
showed up in my bed one morning.
Wait,
Yep.
what?
Nothing happened. Just showed up.
Just like, huh?
Tried to blame it on me. I'm still highly offended by that.
When we're done here, I'm gonna need a word with my brother.
Oh, take him.
You can have it. He can be your problem now.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that. Actually, speaking of brothers, he's well, there's a couple of options, and you're not gonna like one of them.
If they can tell me where I need to go, I'll. It's fine. I don't really care.
Well, I mean, my first thought, you're looking for a city, we need to talk to Venus.
Even though it's not a city anymore, really.
That's the problem I'm running up against. I don't know that he would... I mean, he might be able to give you a general location, but because it's disused... The only other one you might be able to talk to, because this is right up his alley, or her alley, I'm sorry. Imus.
I mean, if she's willing to meet and greet, I have no problem with this.
I can try. No promises.
You just remind her that this is your guys' world that's being invaded, and we're trying to clean up your mess. She may not care.
That's not
but
really a great argument for her because she likes messes, but I can try.
Does she like messes that aren't hers? Because this is something else interfering in
That's
her
an in.
business.
I can use that. I'm going to go talk to Zoigan, and I'll see if I can find Imus.
Great.
And
I'll be here.
Okay.
Waiting.
Cool.
I'll wait too. Or should I come with you because Zoigan?
You know what? No, that's fine. I got this. And she's gonna sort of stand up, dust herself off a little bit, and turn towards the camp. She does not set your alarm off. So for the rest of you who are just sort of sitting around the campfire, this strange woman walks into camp. You see Zoigan look up and do a double take. His eyes go like as big as saucers. She walks through the fire, grabs him by the ear, and they disappear in like this pillar of fire.
Now that's a god.
Oh.
We've missed you, Nat. We really have.
The black one?
Well played. Well played. That's a god.
Gonna call for a god.
Simmy?
Oh,
I'm not a
she's
king.
not
Oh,
there.
she's not there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Oh.
kind of calling out. Simmy, where are you?
We are far enough to be out of earshot.
Yep.
Something just happened.
Sumi, your god's gone!
You lost your god.
Somebody took him!
Mizuki is gonna pray.
We're just gonna have a little powwow with all the deities right here.
She's praying
So you all saw
to
that,
Manas.
right? This was not just...
She's going to fervently pray.
They could have only been giving us.
I didn't do anything.
I have not had nearly enough for that. In fact, I'm gonna drink more now.
Yeah, can I get some of that?
Do you do anything?
I'm not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Where'd you go?
who's supposed? We'll get back to that in just a second. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Mizuki will be praying to Manas and asking him, was that
WTF?
one of
WTF?
your...
WTF?
Yeah, kind of.
I just imagine
Sorry
this
to
conversation
bother
of
you,
prayer in a
but-
text message format.
Alert,
Sorry to bother
alert.
you, but I
911.
think
WTF?
one of your siblings came and Zoyan disappeared. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Make me a perception check. Everybody who's in the camp right now.
I'm just gonna hang
16.
out awkwardly next to
Because he's
Achilles.
gonna sit here like.
So not you.
15.
Unnatural 20.
Okay. So for the other three of you, there's a sound from up the hill, and it's a sound of like stone hitting on stone. That's just sort of rolling down towards you. Rolling into camp is this perfectly like smooth, round rock. It's got a little bit of a rim on it, about yay big, and it rolls down into the camp and gets to you and just sort of does its little spinning circle thing. And as you look at it, the striations in it look like a wagon wheel.
Oh, that's not cryptid at all.
Miss
Cryptic.
Lady.
Is there any moss growing on
No.
it? It figures.
Ms. Lady.
Yes, Cabbage.
Oh, I have missed cabbage.
I'm sure this is not helping Cabbage's state.
Yes, Cabbage.
What is that?
Clearly,
I
it's a wheel.
believe
Wheel.
it's a representation of a wheel.
Go on.
It's a loading screen.
I believe this means something good.
You got has a sixth sense of humor.
No, so there's like this sometimes when I pray.
Wheel or woe?
Yeah, so sometimes when I pray, and like
Things
ask,
happen.
like if I inquire about something.
Your god sends you a rock.
I have no more to give.
Okay, I mean, that's not always what happens. Usually, it's like in my mind. Like, usually I see, like, stuff and
Oh, I wish Simi was there to watch Cabbage's facial expressions. They're great.
or sometimes, like, I find, like, things and, like, sometimes I'll find a symbol, like, around me, in my surroundings.
Nice.
Yeah. And
A red sun rises. Blood has been spilled this
Date.
so, but yeah, usually wheel is a good thing. It means like good tidings, or it means like an affirmative, or
What did you pray?
So you know the
Soybean baby
okay,
yoink.
that lady.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I mentioned that. Anyway, so a few weeks, like a week or I don't know. Anyway, before we came back, right? After Alma and before we came back from the glacier, Vinas appeared to me.
Of course. Why not?
And like explained some things about his siblings, which were like the other old gods, and because we asked about Simi and I had asked about Zoigan. So after, so anyway, we prayed, and I was very surprised, but he graced me with his presence, and I was very honored. To try to figure out what was happening, but so just now, I'm not sure who that lady was, but she had a similar presence.
Mizuki's like, I know a deity when it walks into camp.
Yeah, like she had a similar presence to Vinas.
Poor cabbage.
So I was praying to Vinas to see if he knew what was going on, because obviously Zoigan is gone, and that's a problem, perhaps.
And a wheel showed up, which is supposed to be a good thing.
Usually wheel is a good thing.
Usually. Alright.
Yeah, usually it means good things, or everything is okay, or to continue with what I'm doing.
Isn't common your first language?
No, okay, I know it sounds weird.
Actually, it's
but
Noblese.
It's like a... Okay, so you know, like my whole family thing, we worship, like...
Shady magic for lots of years.
Commerce.
We've worshipped and a different magic than than okay, right, we've worshipped a different deity than most people are
Then the Empress
used to.
may she die forever.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to say that.
Careful what
Wow.
And that's how
about
cults
the
start.
Empress.
Wish I could give you an inspiration for that one, but I've given you all.
I know, right?
You should be careful what you say out loud
I feel like that's
about
not
the Empress.
the last
They
really
all
fabulous
know.
stinger she's gonna have, so I'm reserving.
Okay, yeah, I realize, but she's still a very powerful person.
Yep.
Cabbage looks around. She's like, I'm in the middle of Bupkis, nowhere.
I'm
Akrai
lost
is
in
kind of
this.
sitting there going,
Mizuki is cautious.
I mean, you're not wrong, but she's not wrong either.
Oh, yeah.
The priest
How could I
died.
respond to that?
He's like,
Man.
you're not wrong.
Hey,
She's not wrong either.
Yeah.
He's like been deep in this for years and years, and if he can tell me that I'm not wrong and you're not wrong, I feel like we're going somewhere.
Yeah, anyway. So, about this, I'm not sure about the wheel, but usually it's a good thing. I don't know.
It's
It's
spelled W.
this is like something new to
Not
me,
like
so
W.
Yep.
I've never had
Alright.
a stone
Yep.
wheel
Alright,
appear
I'm
in
gonna
front of me. This is a first, mostly.
My first
Alright.
language.
Good to know. I'm sorry that I asked.
No, it's fine. I'm happy to explain.
Yeah, explain.
Process.
Is that what you're doing?
Well, now I'm just
I mean,
curious.
you
and
did.
I was like, anybody up there who wants to talk to me?
I can tell you firsthand, that's a dangerous game to play.
Wait, are we all just like praying now?
Dangerous.
Heyo!
Okay. One.
Keith, how many
I-
gods do we have to pray to at once to just be immersed into the board meeting of gods? And just like have a seat at the table with everyone?
You gotta say at this point.
Well, technically 7. One for each of the gods that remain.
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
gods remain.
7 gods remaining.
Well, I mean,
But
it
I'm
seems like
not-
everybody's getting
okay.
on God, so Anybody up there for me? Who wants to talk?
Vengeance.
He's going to pick the stone will up
Okay.
and I don't know, examine it.
It's a pretty stone.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's a rock.
It's polished
It's a rock.
on the the flat sides, like to a very high gloss. The edge is a little bit rougher because, well, it's been rolling, presumably against other rocks. There's not much to it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a rock.
She'll put it
It's
in
a
her tent.
rock.
It's a very pretty rock, but it's a rock.
She'll put it in her tent.
Oh my freaking gosh.
So,
Oh my
Oh,
god.
goes for me?
And then she will
You don't-
thank. She'll
Oh,
pray
no.
and she'll thank Vinas.
Read from right there and continue, please.
Make me a religion check. I think that's a thing.
Yes, it is.
Make a religion check.
Are you kidding me? There is one sentence in the campaign primer that says thus: tidal waves, volcanic outbursts, earthquakes, and fierce storms have all been ascribed to magic run amok.
Nice.
Gee, it's almost like the DM knew what he was talking about.
Which is a surprise to some of us.
I mean, to be fair, you've only run campaigns from pre-made books, so
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but
so we're in untreaded waters.
And you are killing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
And me.
I like to think that your death was a collaborative effort between the two of us.
Traitor.
Okay,
Hi.
so Milo, where have you gone?
I went to the river.
You went to
Oh no!
We went down to the.
Okay, so you went down to the river, and you're doing what?
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast a chunk of ice away so I can get to the water.
Okay.
And I'm gonna meditate next to the water and see.
Just get in.
I thought
We're
about
all
it.
asking
I
our
thought about it.
gods.
Who says I'm asking a god? And I'm gonna put my hands in and try and see if my connection through my patron can show me how to find an opening or which lake it can sense its brother in it. As I'm touching water and it is the patron water, maybe I can try and get it to.
Oh.
If I had inspiration to give you,
sense.
I would give it to you. This is a good plan.
Ah, that's actually a very good plan. Make me either an Arcana check
Oh, that's not good.
or a religion check,
It won't matter.
and do so with advantage.
Okay. Come on. Okay. 15.
15. Okay. So you notice a few things right away that are fairly odd. It is the depths of winter.
Mm-hmm.
The river is frozen over, and you know the deeper parts of the channel are the ice is deep enough to support relatively large weights.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cold. The water is freezing cold.
I give the pain.
When you put your hands in, you are expecting to feel frostbite and pain, and you don't. You do also, it doesn't happen straight away. You get the sense that whatever the connection is, it's taking a while to wend its way upriver to you. So, as though from a great distance, you would expect this. And it also, it starts weak, as though you don't have a full connection to your patron in this way, but as you sort of kneel there with your hands in this icy water, the connection strengthens, very much like the tide coming in.
So bathe more frequently.
And
That's how you get your level up.
and while you're there, kneeling with your hand in these icy waters,
Oh
you feel a presence behind you.
Pushes you into the water.
I'll turn to look.
Okay. Are you breaking your contact with the river?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So you are kneeling there with your hands in the water,
This would be why this is taking us so long.
and you turn around, and there is a figure standing there, a female figure that you do not recognize, but who is somehow familiar.
Well, I know if I start having a conversation with this thing, I will probably break my connection with my patron.
You're not real sure. Nice.
Thank you. I take it you're Imus,
What gave it away?
the giggling.
Yeah,
My
okay.
fairy dragon is a god now.
Let's be honest, it was a god before.
Yeah.
I gotta say, my boy, you are living up to expectations.
Well, I hope so.
Man, yes, you really kicked over an anthill. I love it. It's great. Keep doing what you're doing. Is that working, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, that might change a few things. Yeah, okay.
It's all
I
Wilson.
don't, wait, that's hey, wrong person.
So what's it saying? What's it saying?
I'll concentrate and see if I can
Okay.
pick anything up from.
Okay. So you went in to the water with intention, yes?
Yes.
And the intention was?
To see if it can maybe like help me locate like a place like to, because I know that from the stories that that Earth fell into a lake, and when it hit the bottom, it collapsed and flooded all of the
Okay.
Dwarven Empire. I want to see if it can connect, if it can find its like consciously like echolocation, see if it can find that entrance that we could use.
Okay, so your intention, the
head in water.
the sort of the intention that you went in with is where, basically. If you had to boil it down to its essence, it's where. The presence of Imus is there. The other presence that you've been living with for over a year now is,
It's actually been just a little over half a year.
So just about half a year is there, and you sort of you get a series of impressions, and it's fuzzy. It's not distinct. It's like whatever this is trying to give you something that you'll recognize, but it's not recognizing things itself. So it's like, if it's like you're in a town you've never been in before,
Right.
and someone stops you and asks for directions.
Right.
That happens to me more often than I'd give it credit for, but it happens. So you, the message is coming through the water to you, and you get the sense that you should follow the water until it gets bigger. The sense you get is lake. Far side.
Do I get the sense like far side from where I am?
Yeah, far
Okay.
side from where you are.
Okay.
Deep.
Okay.
Helps.
Deep.
A sore day.
And
a red day.
Imus is just kind of still standing there, poised over you.
Okay. I will greatly thank my patron, sending
Ask for money.
impressions of thank you and gratitude and all that before I take my hands out of the water.
Before you do, there is one other impression that comes through. Danger.
Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson.
And you get a sense, the final kind of sense is one like you. And so Imus is there, sort of poised at your back.
Ready to push.
What did it say?
It gave me a good entry point to our next location.
Excellent. And she's going to push you into the river, under the ice.
Okay.
And the current grabs you and pulls you downstream.
Okay.
Now we're missing 2 people.
Okay.
Crap.
We'll come back to that.
You should be fine.
And we will come back
Should
to
we?
that.
Yeah, but
I
we
can't-
have to fight
I have a
him.
negative.
He
I have a
won't
negative
freeze
to
to
athletics.
death.
I mean,
I have a negative 2 athletics, and I'm caught under the ice.
Pretty sure the primordial god of water isn't going to help him if he, bangs his head.
And we will come back to you.
His head.
That Imus seems very motherly. Cold and calculating and not caring for my own being,
I mean, where do you
like
think,
my actual mother.
where do you think your mother got it from?
Not IRL mother, but the Empress may she live forever mother.
So as your head is disappearing under the ice, the last thing you hear is that
Okay.
sort of the giggle that starts off in your ear and then tunnels into your brain as you go under.
I will be now playing Ingir for the rest of this campaign. I have 7 hit points.
That puts you back at the lowest again.
Yeah.
All right.
Keith, that
Yes.
religion check.
I'm gonna go get a
Yes.
drink of water.
21.
21.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We'll come back to that.
Did we ever decide for you?
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Goddess of Vengeance.
Okay.
I'm
So no one. You don't have a vision. No one. No one manifests in front of you. There's not really even there's not even a voice in your head, but you do get a sense that there's someone out there
Beyond the sea.
Somewhere.
willing to maybe have a conversation. It's kind of like someone picks up on their end,
but don't talk.
but doesn't talk.
You just hear in the distance, I can show you.
It's like it was the ring ring. Now there's an open line, but there's not a conversation happening yet.
Anybody out there?
Hello.
Testing.
Anybody want to talk?
Hello.
Is this thing on?
So for Killian and Simi,
two parents are waiting for their dog to get finished grooming. We're just waiting in the waiting room.
I don't know. I've never had any of the other ones show up before, so I don't actually know if this will work.
I'm the only one that showed up for me showed up in really weird ways, so yeah, fair.
I'd like to assume all of them would like to prevent their existence from ending, but you know.
Yeah, I'd like to assume that too. I don't know if that's, yeah.
Yep.
Just make me a D20 roll.
19.
Okay.
I feel like justice really needs to be back in place, but I also don't know if Zoigan's gonna be the one that puts it there.
You
Well,
want something done right, do it yourself.
Hopefully somebody somewhere puts it somewhere.
Oh boy.
Sure,
Oh boy.
sure. I'm not really.
I'm told it's not good for there to be a vacancy.
That checks out.
So, out from behind this little tiny sapling of a tree, where absolutely nobody could have been hiding behind, one from each side comes Saren and Imus.
Oh, happy day.
Awesome.
Wow, she is really playing the long con.
How long is this?
It's been about 15-20
Okay,
minutes.
because at 10 minutes,
Okay.
Yeah, Killian
Mizuki
did say
would
10
have
minutes.
gone to Killian and Simi.
Okay.
Because Killian said 10 minutes. So
Okay.
she just.
We didn't leave like a trail or anything, so you'd have to look for us.
So do make me a survival check, or unless
Can
you.
I do clairvoyance?
Yes.
Okay. I will cast clairvoyance.
Mal's just laying down and going to sleep.
That's not a bad plan.
And just. Let's see. Sorry.
Simi is too, but she doesn't want to leave Killian unattended.
Kidding. Just figured this is probably the fastest way to get the information you needed. You're all big and powerful and can do stuff. Find me an answer.
Do stuff.
Please be useful.
For a change.
Please be useful.
Gideon is not a very devout person. He is respectful. He is not being devout.
I'm devout to the idea of justice.
That's how you're gonna end up being God.
I don't think I'm the right race.
Every time I keep looking at my character sheet, I hope it would change.
So you got any tricks up your sleeve there, Warlock?
I do.
Good.
Okay. I will
His illusionary
choose
sleeves.
seeing.
Up my illusionary sleeves.
Okay.
I'm completely naked.
So,
All the time.
and it's just like whatever direction. Yeah.
I am wearing Alma's charlatan clothing, so I got that going for me.
Now you can look like you're in scuba gear.
Okay. So where are you placing it?
I would let's see.
Place it on the wheel.
No.
So you have to place it someplace that. So it's either a location that's familiar to you, or an obvious location that is unfamiliar to you.
Yeah. So just so whatever direction I would have paid attention to where they what direction they went.
Yeah. The only problem is it doesn't move.
It can. Let's see where.
Are you both looking at the same spell?
Clairvoyance. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sensor remains in place for the duration.
Okay.
Yeah, so you actually place it in a place.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And without knowing exactly where they went, I'm not sure clairvoyance is actually going to help you in this
Okay.
case.
Now,
if you've got
can
something-
I just make a survivalist?
Sure.
I was gonna say, it's
Survival
not like
check?
we covered our tracks, but
Okay.
Killian didn't know for sure where he was going. He was just like,
Okay.
it's too loud here for
Um,
this to work
And I
here.
think it takes like
But
10 minutes to
she'll-
cast.
I'll just make a survival check.
Okay.
My staring at you was too loud.
Just everybody having their discussion kill was like, there's no way that I'm gonna be able to get a deity to show up and answer my questions here.
I did by putting my hand in
22?
it. Water.
22.
Oh yeah, you're able to
Okay,
follow
okay.
their trail easily.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, but
So
my
after
God
10
is gonna
minutes,
shove
she
me
would
into the
have
water. I
started
don't
heading.
So how far off did you go?
Just far enough that like we were out of earshot of the camp,
Okay.
so that it was.
So it probably
wasn't,
was.
So you actually would have showed up before Imus and,
Okay.
and Sarah.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. So when you show up, we're just sitting here.
Just kind of awkwardly looking at each other.
Everything okay?
It's fine. We have a call in. We're waiting.
We're on hold.
On
Carl was
hold
very important.
for who?
We're gonna see if the goddess of anarchy is willing to show up and tell us where we need to go.
Okay,
Third in the
okay.
queue.
Simi,
Good call,
just
maybe
to let you know, Zoyan is not, he just, well, okay, he was taken.
Lady that was kind of, I don't remember what she looks like.
I have yet to be
She
given a
was
description.
definitely
Tall.
a powerful being.
Yeah, okay, that tracks.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah,
like
that
they're
makes
having
sense.
their chat.
That makes sense. I
Yes.
think they're having a conversation. That's probably a good thing.
normal.
Yes, Venice sent me a wheel.
While
Like
this is
a-
all going on,
Like a stone wheel.
Cabbage wants to go look for Milo because he's been gone for a minute and he didn't tell us where he was going.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
Make me a survival check.
And I would not have tried. I couldn't hide if I wanted to.
Wait, he sent you a wheel, like a wagon wheel?
Yes, a wagon
Yeah, I
wheel.
will go with you
A wagon
because
wheel.
Cabbage is awesome.
Why did he send you a wagon wheel?
You gotta fight it,
Usually
you're
it
fine.
means a good thing.
What did you say to roll?
Survival.
Survival.
Do
Can I
you
assist?
frequently get wagon wheels?
Yeah.
Not always. Sometimes I get other things.
So Nat,
I'm gonna assist.
he's assisting, so you have advantage.
Sometimes I get other things.
Okay, 18.
But
Okay.
usually if I get a wheel, it means
We'll
like
come back to that.
yes, or okay, or continue your course.
Wait,
It's real
Wait.
open interpretation.
he sends you a wagon wheel just to tell you yes?
I'm not sure, really.
That seems really inefficient.
Stupid.
He wants mysterious.
He
ways.
is a god.
Yes, I've met them. They are all.
I just asked him to show up
And they do.
and answer my questions.
Okay,
That
I
tends to
mean,
work.
he did that
tends
once.
to work for me.
He did that once.
I think if I was sent a wagon wheel, I'd ask for better instruction.
You're like the employee that has to call like through like the manual line. You're just got like the CEO on speed
well, okay,
dial.
see, he did that once.
And about this point, the two women sort of come out from behind this sapling that there is no way on earth they could possibly have been hiding behind.
They're gods,
and here
that's
we
fine.
go.
And you recognize one of them as the woman who came and grabbed Zoigan and took him away. The other one you don't really recognize. So they're not exactly opposites, but they're definitely on different ends of the spectrum. There's
Got our
something.
neutral good and our chaotic evil.
So there's something very sort of
Wild.
light and wholesome about the one, and the other one is dressed in dark clothing. Her hair's kind of wild. If goth was a thing that existed on this planet,
Oh my
she would
god!
be a goth.
Why do I get the goth chick?
Yes.
And
Nothing
Getting,
wrong.
getting Bellatrix Lestrange.
so the three of you make me a perception check real quick.
No.
20.
You have inspiration.
Okay.
If you want to roll
I have
higher.
a decent perception, I think.
25.
15.
5,
So 16.
16.
My roll was 19.
I'm tired, Grandma.
For you, it's a little tougher because you haven't seen Milo a lot. You've seen Adrian over Milo, so you've only ever seen Milo in his true form just a handful of times.
Twice?
It's why.
Twice
I've
for
seen
you,
Milo.
but you've seen me in
I've
court.
seen-
Yeah, you've seen him, and
Yes, sir.
Killian, I mean, you've seen him a couple of times, but it kind of stood out because it was odd.
At the time, you were aiming
the
your
time.
crossbow
I was like,
directly at my face.
There is something about the darker woman that reminds you of Milo.
do we know you're an Asimar? I can't remember. If
Yes.
that was, okay.
Because when you had the little eulogy,
Right,
I started crying and my wings popped out.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
So you know I have angel blood.
Well,
Oh, that explains
Oh.
so much.
Wait.
Wait, does it? Yes.
you can call her mommy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, great grandma, maybe?
That makes sense.
Me.
Mima.
Mima.
Ish. Okay. I'm sure I've seen the Empress.
Yes.
Similar?
Hmm?
Similar to the Empress.
Yes.
What about the other two?
What about Lars? Similar to Lars or no?
Strangely, not as much.
Okay.
I mean, it's there, but
But
not as much.
more from
More?
the Empress and Milo. Okay.
Yes.
So when they come walking out, I'm just like, "Hi, miss. Thanks for your time. Papa Squat."
I won't be here that long.
No.
No.
Great. So you already know our question.
Oh, yeah.
Great. What you got for me?
Oh. So.
And I'm drowning in a lake.
Oh, you haven't made the lake yet.
What yet?
No, you're still
Going down the river.
You're still going down the river.
Oh no, I'm fast traveling.
Oh. Yeah. So. The city, the Dwarven city.
Yep.
That's.
That's the
I mean,
one?
it's still kind of
Yeah.
there, but not really.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's
that was a lot of fun. Anyway,
Entrances.
Seems like Imus might be more knowing than.
Venos mentioned it. Yeah.
so there's this big lake west of here.
Yeah.
You know it? And you know there's that sort of sharp, pointy bit of land. I forget what you mortals call it.
Yep.
Mountain.
On the no, in the lake.
Oh.
It sort of
Peninsula.
Yeah, that's
That
the
word,
word.
yep.
It's got some
Yes.
mountains on it.
Yep.
Well, the dwarves thought it would be real keen to build under those mountains, and they wound up digging under the lake. And when
I bet they live to regret that decision. Some of them.
only just a little bit, but
No.
yeah.
Isaac.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So peninsula, working entrance.
Well, there is. There's a couple ways in, obviously. There's the one underwater.
Okay.
I assume you don't want that
yeah.
one.
I was. Give me something that I
Okay.
can actually use to get down there with, a reasonable chance of survival.
Okay, so there's this southern trade road.
Yep.
Okay, if you go out on that, and you get to the peninsula thing, there should be an old road that goes up to the gates. Can't miss it. It's kind of overgrown, actually. It is overgrown, so maybe you will miss it, but I'll see what I can do about that.
All right. Just so we're clear,
Yeah.
too much destruction makes it harder, not easier, for us to get by.
It depends on the destruction, dear.
Fair enough. I can't
I've
argue
been-
with that.
And there is sort of a flash of light way off to the west. It's like a single bolt of lightning out of the blue.
Okay.
That'll do.
And I get hit by lightning.
This must have been
Yep.
some bolt of lightning for you to see it and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And it is almost a full minute and a half before the
Quick,
thunder
go to the mouth,
before
go to
the
the mouth.
thunder gets to you,
Long ways off.
and it's like it's still loud enough to be audible.
That'll do it.
So poor squirrel just ate
Okay.
it.
And of course, it's dark, so you can't,
Yep.
you don't see anything. except off in that direction, there starts to be a little red glow.
Quest is on fire.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yep.
So at the center of this forest
Okay.
fire, we'll find our answers. I mean,
Find
but
your hard body.
So Imus is gone. Are they both gone?
Yeah, they're both gone at this point.
So I
I
can.
do clairvoyance now.
Oh, while you're doing that, apparently we have another question, if you please.
How close? Would you
Who are you?
like
Who are you
me to-
asking?
Saren.
Okay. This pair of hands sort of pokes through out of nothing, opens, and head pokes through.
yes, dear.
Zoigan, we hear you took him for a chat.
Yeah, we got to do some. We got to do some work on that boy.
So
Fair.
is he back? Do I have a god again?
Working on that. He's here. We're working on the whole God divine thing. We'll get back to you.
like-
Apparently, good source on justice,
I'm
I guess.
Good source on justice.
So if
Am I?
if you need some help rehabilitating,
You want to use this
apparently.
We'll be in touch.
Oh, that's that.
Now I just
Until
imagine.
he's just gonna get up and like, sort of dust himself up.
Now I just
Oh.
imagine Zoigan in a classroom watching like police academy like videos. It's just like, this is what justice is.
I'm not gonna lie, Killian doesn't have the greatest like faith in the ability of all the other gods to teach him what his divine trait is supposed to be.
That's fair.
I don't know. I mean,
He's
like what
that
she's
is
doing.
fair.
I don't think that's gonna go well, but okay.
About the best they could do is to sit him down with his opposite and say, "Now, take whatever this person says and don't do that."
Yep.
And don't do that.
And that's vengeance, right?
Yep.
Yep, that would be vengeance.
So you're doing clairvoyance on something?
Where the lightning struck. Yeah.
I think you only have like a range
1
of
mile.
1 mile.
1 mile.
You're
that's
that's
way
way
out.
out.
That is
How
way-
far can we?
So
If it's 7 seconds per.
How far
it's
can we
5.
see?
5 seconds.
5
So-
seconds per 90 seconds total.
So
it's probably
we're-
further than that.
we're
but-
here. It struck somewhere around here,
Yeah, it
and that's
is
like a week away if we walk.
far.
Yeah, it's
far
going to be out of your range
Okay.
of clairvoyance.
In the
So-
galaxy, far, far away.
In a lake far, far
All
away.
right, so you guys going back to the campsite,
Yep, and cabbage.
and Cabbage is not
Cassian.
Cabbage and Castian are not there, and Mal is just lying asleep.
You think you're there just
Did you leave him there?
no?
Then no, he's
Okay.
not there. Cabbage and Castian,
Yes.
you guys follow Milo's tracks down to the river. There is a spot where there is a large hole in the ice, big enough for someone to slip through. It is starting to ice over, but it hasn't completely done so yet. You see where you do see where Milo had been kneeling, and it looked like he was kneeling in such a way that his hands were in the water. And then something happened, and it looks like he fell through the ice into the river.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
You know you have the
Yes.
goggles.
I have goggles.
Okay.
So you
okay.
have. So you can.
Going dark.
Is there a tree nearby?
There are many trees nearby.
Yeah, there are a few trees nearby.
Castian, you got any rope?
I believe I do.
Okay, I'm gonna tie my rope to the tree, take his rope, tie
Okay.
the other rope.
Okay.
Oh no.
But
How long? Okay.
I
that's
am
100
a
feet.
pirate.
You are.
You are a pirate.
Do you know how many pirates actually knew how to swim?
This one knows how.
This one does.
Okay.
This one did lots of.
We lived on a river.
Okay.
Well, and I imagine that growing up around the boats and going and being around the boats, I did a lot of the, like, in the water things that nobody else wanted to do. So I
Here,
think
go
I
take
can
this
swim
line and
pretty
tie
well.
that tree so
Okay.
we don't keep going.
You jumped into
All
the
right.
river?
Yes.
Yeah, she jumps through
To the
the.
ice where
I hand
the
you my
hole.
hat and then jump in the ice water.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
This can only go
Talk
well.
to somebody.
How did how long?
Therapy.
How long did we decide that you can hold your breath for underwater?
Is
It's a
it's 1 minute
mod
plus a minute,
Okay, so 1 minute plus your
So-
Constitution modifier.
equal to minutes. So 4.
Con mod is 2.
So 3.
So you can hold your breath for 3 minutes. And because it is super, super cold, any of your skill checks underwater are going to be at disadvantage.
Be sure to grab the potion for the underwater breathing thing.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah, I have those.
Is that your solution?
No, I have a keg of water breathing with 10 doses. I'm unconscious, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Did I
I know.
did I tell you you were unconscious?
Yeah, you said I went black.
Oh,
That my vision went black.
I don't think
No,
that's
I
going
don't
unconscious.
know.
I think it's because you're in the water, under the ice,
It
in
was
the middle
as
of
Yeah.
the
you were
night.
falling
yeah, I know.
in.
as you were falling, yeah. So you're not unconscious.
Oh, good.
No.
You're
this is a
aware
worst.
for this is
This is a worst kind of hell.
Can you drink underwater?
I mean,
Yes.
in theory, yeah, but I don't know if I can drink enough to stop a
Man,
river.
This falls right into the is water wet conversation.
All right.
We need to roll for this.
All right. So the trick to this is
Keith has first-hand experience.
what do you,
I was just questioning you. You weren't telling me anything. I come back and all of my friends are gone. And you're
odds
just
are
laying
even.
there.
Odds.
This should be fun.
Your bird ate my friends.
Your bird ate my friends. What a marvelous
They
sentence.
were here when
Roll me
I
a
left.
d10.
So by the time we got to where he was, are you gonna be able to catch up to him?
No.
I imagine that you guys probably actually didn't leave for him after, like, I don't think you actually left after he got pushed in the ice, because he was gone for quite a bit before that
He was talking.
doing
yeah.
it, so, like, I assume you guys are not that far behind him.
Yeah.
That said, we're running water, so
What
Yeah.
is your what was your
But if she's
endurance
swimming and the
underwater?
current's
Endu-
pushing
yeah,
her,
it's like holding
she
my
should
breath.
be able to
Mhm.
go
4
faster
minutes.
than him, assuming he's fighting it.
Okay.
Big assumption there.
Now there's going to be a quick couple of things of other questions.
So I need I need
no.
I need Cabbage and Castian and Milo to roll me initiative because timing is tight. I need to know when things are happening.
Oh.
I'm going to remind you,
8.
Cabbage, you
8.
have plenty of
Yes,
inspiration.
you do. Oh, I got one too.
Yes.
Huh.
16 for initiative.
16,
8.
8.
How about 16?
Probably best I might go last.
Okay.
No.
So this is more for order and sort of just
Yes.
how things are unfolding here at the 4th minute. So we are at the limit.
Oh,
We are at the limit of your endurance.
Okay.
So you're
So you have been under the
Pull your
ice.
tag out and just stick your mouth in the...
I don't know if I have enough control over my body.
You have been under the ice for about 4 minutes. You know you've been sort of you have felt yourself sort of bouncing between the ice above you and the floor of the river below you, just sort of bouncing, and you can tell that you are moving down the river. All right, so I think the two of you got the same initiative,
We're both rogues.
and you're both rogues. So who's got the higher? Who's got the higher bonus?
For
Mine's a
Dex?
+5.
So is mine.
So what is the actual scores?
20.
20.
Roll off. Just roll a d20.
That's 6.
17.
Okay. So Cabbage, Castian, Milo. So we are right at the 4-minute mark. Not that you guys know that, but he's got a 4-minute head start down the river.
Uh-oh.
So, Cabbage, you are going in. It is cold.
Yep.
It is dark, but you've got your goggles on, so you can see sort of this narrow It's about a 5-foot gap between the ice above and the bottom of the river below. You can feel the current pushing you along downriver. You've got the rope connected to you. What are you doing? But looking around as you go under, you do not see. You do not see Milo.
I'm going to keep. I mean, he would have been pushed down by the current, so
Right.
that's where I'm heading. I am also, as I'm moving, pulling out my grappling hook.
Okay. All right.
You're fishing.
Do I have? Since we're in initiative, what do you want?
She
me
can
to,
bonus action dash if that makes a difference.
Does
And
it
action
matter in
dash.
the water though?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
does.
Your movement's different, but it should still.
Your
make
movement
you
is
go
different, but you
faster.
still have the same sort of action economy. So you can still take the action, the bonus action. All of that is still in your toolbox. It's just going to manifest a little bit different.
You can still go faster, just not maybe as fast as if we were on land.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get your full movement in, but there will be some movement. And so long as he's not actively swimming downstream, if you're actively swimming downstream,
You should.
you should be closing the
take it.
gap. It's a matter of how all of that is going
Yeah,
to
but
work out.
how far can you go in 4 minutes of downstream?
Even if she finds him,
I know you have to haul them
I have to
out.
hold him back. I don't know if I
And that
can.
begs the question if I've gone more than 100 feet.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
All right. So you are swimming downstream. Okay. Movement, dash action, bonus
Do
action.
you want me to take my action to get out the grappling hook?
That's an interaction.
You know that's an
It's
interaction. So
okay, then I'm going to use everything to move.
okay. So moving forward.
She a fish?
You should get help.
Yeah. You should.
I love get help.
Oh, we might see a dragon trying to chip through the ice if they do.
What's that?
They might see a dragon trying to chip through the ice
How big
at
did
certain
you say the ice
locations.
was?
How?
So as it goes deeper, where there is more water, it gets thicker. I mean, it's still thick enough that it would support weight. So it's probably, it's probably good 5 or 6 inches.
How far away from camp are we?
4 minutes.
No, less than that.
I was gonna say I don't think we're that far.
Yeah.
Probably no more than 100, 150 feet.
Would
Okay.
Akarai have seen all of this going down?
I totally forgot he was there.
Akarai might be having a god complex right now. He's like,
Yeah.
I've seen
I
so
just
many
saw one of
gods.
the old gods wander through camp, pick up the other old god.
And poof.
Fine.
Would
There
somebody
you
have been able to tell us?
I don't think we're back yet.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're-
you guys
I
have.
am assuming when Imus disappears from pushing him into the water,
Then
if
is
she
when
came
we
to talk to
appear.
us.
Yes.
You guys are like gonna be 5 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not even
5
done with our
minutes
conversation
behind,
yet.
So
Scream for Akarai to help. You're 150 feet away.
150 away.
scream.
Right.
You
Oh.
respond fire. Gondor calls for aid.
She's gonna need
Oh,
that.
it-
bomb.
Really good idea.
I was actually thinking about that.
You gotta find me first.
That's
This
the
is your
problem.
moment, Denise.
And
Finally,
later it'll
bonfire
keep
gonna be
So Cabbage, what is your movement speed? Your normal movement speed?
30.
30?
Yep.
Okay, so that's going to be halved underwater, but you're taking 3 actions, so...
Question.
45, but downstream.
45 technically.
Do you need to take into account the current pushing her?
I am.
Okay.
It'd be nice for some certain things to kick in.
Wouldn't it just?
Yeah, well, wouldn't it just? Yeah.
Uh,
The ability to teleport.
Just bamf out your wings.
That'll go well.
It'll slow you down.
Yeah, actually.
Or
No,
carry me
Speed
forward.
him up.
Oh,
It might
yeah.
speed me up because there's
Sorry.
more.
Asshole.
Well,
Sorry.
it
The
just
flying one.
depends.
Okay.
So not
No, in
falling?
this case, it'll speed him up.
No, I'm not a fallen.
I mean, if he
No, I don't
stretches
think
his
so.
wing, if
If
he
he
stretches
stretches
his wings out,
out,
then water
well-
is pushing on more of him,
Yeah.
so he is
sure
getting
it's
accelerated
area.
faster
But
because he has
there's
less
more
aerodynamic.
surface area of him
Okay.
to catch on something too.
In theory.
And I'm a weak
All right.
boy, so.
So we've taken care of Cabbage.
Yeah.
Castian.
Okay, I am going to,
The beacons are lit. The beacons are lit.
yes, first I am going to light a bonfire, and,
Where are you lighting it?
Please light it on ice.
Yeah, like as far as you can in range on the ice.
We're in a tree so everyone sees it.
Yes.
Oh, that would
And
work.
we're like, why is that tree on fire? I mean, I have already started one apparently.
well,
by
I mean,
asking
I
for
can
help.
always move it too.
Right.
Like, we'll dismiss it and get a new one.
Yell for help?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
y'all
getting to that.
have-
I'm getting to that.
Help! Help!
Okay?
Here's just a cry for help.
Yes. But I need a signal. So, yes, it'll be up in the tree.
Up in the tree.
Yep.
Okay, so you're
And-
gonna set a bonfire up in
Yeah.
the tree.
Yep.
Not
And-
the tree that I'm tied to.
No.
That means you have like a wick
Okay.
coming down.
It's up high. You got plenty of time.
He decided that your heroics were not. There wasn't enough of an adrenaline
timer.
surge.
Yeah,
So-
you get a timer.
Does Mizuki see the
You're
fire?
And I'm going to
We're
yell
busy
out
talking
to,
with deities.
Sakurai.
Yeah, you guys are
Oh,
having that
oh.
conversation.
The only one who could see that is Mal, but he's probably sleeping in Akurai.
Actually,
Well, I mean, we weren't like it's fire.
no, because she pushed him in and then went to meet with you guys. Actually, right about the time you guys are wrapping up the last little,
Yep.
you see this flash of fire from back towards the camp. Actually, it's not even towards the camp. It's kind of towards the camp, but down by the river. And there's this like great roaring fire in the top of one of the trees.
Okay, can I use my clairvoyance?
It takes
Now.
10 minutes
Yes,
to
you
cast.
can use it
No, it
now.
doesn't.
It does.
Yeah,
it
it's-
takes 10 minutes to cast.
Does it?
I
Yes.
think it does.
Clairvoyance? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
dead
Or
by
no, I
then.
think that's the. I think that's.
No,
the duration.
and it's the duration. 10 minutes to
No,
cast
it
them and 10
doesn't-
minutes duration.
I don't think it's 10 to cast.
Yes, it takes 10 minutes to
Oh, okay,
cast and
yes.
it lasts for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Okay, well, never mind.
my
She
body
wants to
will
use that
I-
spell.
be- we will find you a way to use that
Yes,
spell.
we'll find you a way to use
Hell
it.
or high water. Or underwater as my
Oh,
current.
okay, let's see, I have one spell slot left.
You might want to use it to heal me.
I mean, I have 1/3. No, I don't have any, I don't think I have any 3rd level healing.
Alright, so do we
So-
take off running towards the fire?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone's like, no, Castian does this like every day.
It's just for fun.
Can I send to
Times a
Castian?
day, she has to cast
Yes, you can
Okay,
do that.
I will send to Castian because I would assume since there's a
You
bonfire,
You
then
rang me, Lord.
it must involve Castian.
Night poser.
Good night, poser.
Good night, poser.
Good night, poser.
And I will send to Castian.
So much for finding Volk.
He'll find us eventually.
Is everything okay?
I'm with Cabbage. They're both in the river. You come
No,
down.
Okay.
They're both in the river. Wait, Cabbage is both in the
I
river.
will explain when you get here.
That's probably 25 words.
Okay, I will tell Sippy and
Oh,
Killian.
okay, so we're
Alright,
running.
so I'm now booking
Yes.
it
Yeah.
real
We
fast.
are-
I don't know if you need us to enter initiative at that point. I don't know if we're far enough that it won't even matter
It
for
probably won't
before
matter.
he's dead.
For the moment, it's not going to matter to have you guys in initiative.
If
I
it
guess
makes
we go. Wait, so I guess we would be going back toward. Okay, so I would be running to go grab the horse.
Okay.
if it makes a difference, I can use one of my spell slots and move it 150 feet a turn. I don't know if that'll make a difference for me getting.
I
there.
thought it was 120.
I mean, you weren't
Oh
that.
no, it is 120. My bad.
I mean, you weren't that much farther than that away from the camp.
Yeah, we
I was
weren't
gonna say I
like
don't know
that.
if it makes a difference, but I can move that fast if that would factor into all this.
Yeah, for you, that would actually get you to the river in 2 rounds.
Okay, I will do that.
I'm not sure how fast the rest of. I mean,
So
you've
I've got a 45-foot
And you step of the
speed
wind.
now.
And you
I
can say how
step
many
of
key
the
points do you
wind.
have left?
I still have like 4 key points left.
So she can move as fast as I can.
Yeah, so you could do the same thing as
Okay.
Killian. You might be a little bit further
But
behind,
I will go grab my horse.
but you can go grab your horse. So,
I will grab my horse and then.
yeah,
Right.
go ahead and roll your initiatives as well.
Okay.
We'll get you guys into the initiative order.
Nat 20.
Nice.
I'm just gonna scream at Mal as I run past him. Get your butt up! Get your bird engaged!
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay.
if we were all going to camp, then I. Yeah.
We'll stop on that.
Wait,
If
so
we
are you
were-
guys going to camp or are you going?
We have to
I'm
run
going
past
to
it,
the
right?
We're
fire.
running past.
Yeah, so you're going
Yeah.
straight line to the fire, so not through the camp then.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
thought it was
I'm
on
gonna
the
go
way.
grab my
No.
horse.
Okay, never mind.
I'm gonna grab my horse.
Straight across from you, if I'm the bonfire, the camp is like over here a little bit. It's like
Okay,
similar
gotcha.
direction, but like it's not.
Yeah,
It's not on the other side of the camp.
It's
Yeah.
close, but not quite where you
Yeah.
need to go.
I will still scream as I run past, hoping that like it's
Well,
Well,
Or
are
you
doing
can just
anything? 'Cause
ask-
That's gonna make a difference too.
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Did Akra
He
gets
should
me
be.
out, but-
Yeah.
Okay.
Akira should be doing
Hey,
something.
Simi, what's your strength score?
Not
No.
great.
My strength score is really good.
Should that be-
I've got an 11, so it's plus 0.
Mizuki, what was
I
your
got -2.
initiative?
That's why I'm
10.
calling for help.
10?
Yeah.
What was yours? Yours was.
I'm not using
Got
enhanced
really
ability
good
on you.
decks.
I'm last.
You're right. Even with advantage, I don't think you're going to be that much help.
Alright, so Mizuki, Simi, and Killian will come in on the next initiative round.
Okay.
It's fine.
Because we
That's
are
fine.
already into it. But you guys will be able to jump in. I know I didn't have you roll. Go ahead, because you're the only one here who hasn't. Go ahead and roll initiative.
If you.
It depends on Akra, I would
I
imagine
mean,
for
you'll
me.
see me come and grab my horse
Well, I'm
and
a slave
rush
unless
off.
Akra gets me up.
I guess. But you might. The horse. The kerfuffle might wake you.
That's true.
It's a good word.
Okay. Kerfuffle?
Kerfuffle.
It is a good word.
Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle.
As soon as she comes
So
into
that's
camp,
9, by the way.
as soon as she comes into camp, you're going to get woken up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
not just that. I have alarm up.
Yeah.
Isn't she excluded?
The more time I spent around Alma, the more I learned I shouldn't exclude anyone from that breaking that barrier, just so I'd know when people were leaving.
That's smart.
It is smart.
Okay. Alright. So Castian, you have cast Bonfire, responded to the message, yada yada yada. Why did I put Milo? You are not Milo, you are Mao. I always do
Mal,
that.
Milo, same one.
That's Mal's secret.
Ba-da-ba-ba, that's Mal.
Milo
Okay.
isn't actually Milo.
So
Milo
I was
is a
close with the
shapeshifter.
whole like
Milo.
getting you close to an artifact and you turn
I
into a
will
bird. It's just
attempt
you turn
to
into
swim.
Milo.
Which direction? Actually, no. Make me a survival check first to make sure that you can
That's
keep
correct.
to make sure that you can
4.
keep your bearings.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he be able to know what upstream is? Because the current is upstream. It doesn't matter what direction cardinally, the current is pushing him downstream.
Yes.
So against the current is upstream.
Yes,
Guaranteed.
but he also has to keep his wits about him to be able to remember that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's what that roll
Fair
was.
4.
4. You are not doing a great job of keeping your wits.
'Kay.
So, I am going to.
You have discovered that your patron did not grant you water breathing.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd it go? Oh. I'm nervous.
All right. So you are going to attempt to swim. Okay. You're getting a little bit panicky. You recognize that you're sort of getting to the end of what you can hold your breath. You've been under here for a good long while. So go ahead. What are you doing as far as, action-wise? I know you're swimming. Are you swimming as hard as you can? So action and movement to swim?
Yeah.
And what is your actual...
30.
30? 30. Okay.
Do I need to make an athletics to swim?
I mean, it's not like... Athletics would help you if there was a surface for you to try and stay at. There's not. You're under the ice. So, yeah.
Maybe argue like being able to get to the side and dig your heels in so you can do something about the ice at top of you. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, he's either trying to dig out of the ice if he can find a spot for his feet,
Okay.
or he's still stuck under the ice and moving. So.
And I hate to break it to you, Braden, but I don't think you can hold your breath long enough to get to the lake.
Nope.
I don't think that's an option. Not unless you drink the water breathing.
Even then.
And I have 10 doses an hour, unless it takes 10 hours by current to get there. No.
The water is fast. I don't think it's that fast.
So that is going to roll us around to the top of initiative.
Ingir,
So where did you have Ingir?
He was probably right next to me, but I doubt he went in with me.
All right, so he is
sitting on top of the ice, knowing where I am. He's using his telepathy within 100 feet to try and get anyone he can. And he's just got a rock and he's just trying to smash his way through.
So that's not a bad plan, except that it's like bash.
No, I know.
Move, bash.
I know.
He didn't
Mash.
say Ingrid was smart.
He didn't
Okay.
say Ingrid was smart or strong enough to do this.
Okay.
But that's what he's
But
doing.
he's trying.
Okay.
But he is at least giving a signal within 100 feet telepathically to anyone, being like, "Here, help!"
Danger, Will Robinson! Danger, Will Robinson! Help! Every time.
I keep forgetting they're in my pocket. When I
Pocket
call
cheese.
pocket cheese.
Pocket cheese.
Ew.
Shush!
Pocket
I
cheese.
accidentally
Okay.
Randomly
That's it.
I
finds
had it
cheese
in
in
my
his
pocket. Everyone, shut up!
Okay.
I eat when I'm nervous.
Is
Okay.
that cheese in your pocket? You haven't
Can
seen
relate. I
it.
just don't carry my own stash of cheese in my pocket randomly.
So starting with next round,
Mhm.
we'll start having you make Constitution saves because you're at the end of your breath,
Of course.
but not this round, not the round we were just finishing. Top of the round, see me with a natural 20.
Hauling butt as far as I can. When I get to the river, I'm gonna keep going on the river.
Roll me a percentile dice.
Oh boy.
Oh, great.
In she goes.
I am mentally prepared to grab for the edge. 55.
55? Okay. As you are sort of running by this one particular spot on the bank, you hear this sort of weird little ping in your head. It's a voice you have never heard before. Well, it's a voice you've never heard before.
Voice.
Her picture.
Well, it's not.
It's
No,
a
it's not
crayon
even a voice.
picture.
It's not even a voice. It's a sense. It's a sense of panic and danger, and
Is that somebody else or is that me?
it's almost like a part of whatever this thing is trapped somewhere, and it's sort of pulling you out onto the ice about this point.
Okay, I'm gonna go on the ice.
Make me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, that's really good. That's 25.
And you see Ingir sort of bouncing down the river with a rock in his hand, every 5 feet or so, sort of pounding it on the ice.
I'm at you, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna keep running towards him, and I'm gonna try and overshoot him
Okay.
I don't know how far I can get, like, in this one turn.
You're going to be just a little shy of him, but not by much.
Okay.
You're only about 15 or 20 feet from Ingir when you at the end of your movement.
So I've moved at the end of my movement. That doesn't count all the other stuff.
No, well, what all were you using?
Step of the wind, dash, move, all the things.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's your action, your bonus action, and your movement.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of all of that, you'll be about 20 feet short.
Okay. So I can't do anything else right now. I am intending on running ahead of him next turn and thwomping myself and trying to. I don't have fire. I don't have anything to melt through the ice. I just have.
Yeah, I thought
I'm
about
just gonna,
using
like, do a
Eldritch Blast to
martial
blast my way out
arts
of the
fall and try and
ice,
shock
but that requires
it.
verbal components.
I feel your pain.
Yeah, I know.
This is just his revenge.
You can't cast spells, huh? Let's see what you do this time.
No.
All right.
It's here to kill Elmo, though.
Cabbage. Same deal?
Yeah, can I see anything at this point? Am I catching up?
You're not seeing anything. You don't know if you're catching up or not.
Okay.
So movement, movement.
Movement, action.
Action, dash.
Action.
Okay, so that'll give you another.
This is gonna be
Oh.
so interesting.
Wait, hang on.
This is real dumb,
I added-
man.
I
It's
think-
real dumb.
How
Keith
far
did
has
math
she
wrong.
moved?
Hang on.
That's what I'm wondering.
I have to do math because.
Working on it.
The rope is only so
Yeah,
long.
it's only 100 feet.
I'll just let go of it.
No!
So-
Now we have two people to
This
fish from the
confirms what
death.
I'm going to do on my turn.
Okay,
Also, I have another
so.
question.
Are you gonna save the day? Please save the day.
Maybe.
Do something
Zippy.
At the
better.
very least, I'll recover their bodies.
Same. Just take
So
me
that
back to my
was-
family.
No.
Killian's not particularly good at that.
Zippy might be able to.
Haunt you.
I will slap you back to life.
Not
Possibly,
idle
literally.
I will burn you back to life.
All right, so and your movement is 30. So yeah, so much math. You're still not seeing him in through sort of the murk and the darkness. So you don't know if you're catching up or not. You are starting to hear you are, however, starting to hear a ahead of you, and it sort of echoes through the ice above you. It sounds like something is hitting the ice from above.
Wide is the river.
Quite.
Wide
Somewhere.
enough.
The width of the river, I have learned recently, does not matter.
Okay. I was just curious, but okay.
It's probably about 150 feet wide at this point.
Keith knows from
Okay.
first-hand
Why?
experience. Doesn't make a difference.
Does not make a difference, but we'll say 150 feet wide.
I was just curious if the
really
width had
wide.
any
That is really
impact
wide.
on people on top.
No, it
To
doesn't.
find them.
Doesn't seem to.
Okay.
The ice is thick enough to.
I'm not sure
we're not
that
going to
this
worry
is how
about
he's
that.
doing it, but in my head, Ingir is not flying each of these. He's holding a rock above his head and like doing his little waddle.
Yep.
Yeah, basically,
Yep.
yeah.
That's what I was imagining.
Yep.
Very hemorrhoid of him.
Yes.
Okay, so Senia's.
I love that so much. How very
Castian.
The problem is we don't have.
Alright,
So the rope is still sort of paying out. How long was the rope?
100 feet.
100 feet.
He took her 50, his 50, her 50, so 100 feet.
And then there's
Okay.
a knot and a wrapper on the tree.
100 feet. give or
100
take.
feet.
Ish.
So the rope goes
Like
taut.
99.
And then loosens because I think she let
How
go.
big is the tree?
I mean, you do also feel the rope go taut around you.
Oh, I was holding on to it.
Okay, so it goes taut in your hands.
And is it going to stop me from going further?
It is going to
Then
stop
I'm
you from
gonna
going
let
further.
go.
Okay.
And it goes.
So you feel it go taut and then go slack in your hands.
Oh, I'm pulling it back in.
You're pulling
Okay.
nothing.
You are pulling rope back in, and there is nothing on
There's
the end of
nothing
it.
on
There
the
is
end.
no cabbage on the end of it.
Okay.
So how many people do we lose to hypothermia or suffocation tonight?
Only one to
No
hypothermia.
That's true. He won't freeze to death.
Well, it
Yeah.
depends on if he
I don't have
goes to-
resistance, but I have
I'm
natural.
not jumping in.
Okay.
He doesn't
that's
value Milo's
smart.
life that
Yes.
much.
No. Two of us
He might
do not
cabbage.
need to be
Yes.
in the water.
Well-
Okay, so pulling it in, does that take my action?
Yeah, that's going to be
Okay,
your
that's
action.
fine, that's fine.
No, you still have your movement
Yeah, and my bonus.
and your bonus action.
I'm gonna wait for everybody else to
Read the
come
first effect.
so we can get everyone updated.
Okay.
It's just.
Question
Alright,
is,
so
can
you're
you
just pulling the rope
Need
in
fire.
and staying there.
I have fire.
Okay.
That's why I.
Killian.
My armor doesn't let me.
Killian. It is.
So am I up to the hole in the ice?
Well, so for this round,
Because I'm moving the same speed she is.
so if you're moving this, are you going the same direction as she is?
Yeah.
Then make me a percentile dice.
My one trick is coming useful.
Yes, it is.
11.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So you are still heading towards the bonfire. You're staying right close to Simi, and then you see her peel off onto the river.
I'm going to keep going to the bonfire.
Okay, so you keep going to the bonfire. You'll get about halfway there. It'll take you about another round to get
Okay.
there. All right, then it would be him, but he's not awake yet. Mizuki.
Okay, I will, let's see, okay, how far am I? Or,
Probably just.
I'm assuming I see Simi and,
Well, I mean, you see them take off at an unnaturally fast rate towards the bonfire.
well, I'm on a horse, so,
But you haven't had a chance to get back to the campsite yet.
so
Are you
that'll be this
riding
turn.
bareback?
Oh, I haven't?
No, you get
Were you?
where you guys
Were we close?
where you guys entered initiative. Yeah, you were
Oh,
still
okay.
at the spot where the gods were talking to you.
And we could make it there, but we're going like 100.
Yeah, they're going like super fast.
Okay,
And not quite towards the campsite, just a little
Okay.
off to the side towards the river.
okay.
Um,
So she would have used all, like, her move to, I guess, get to the campsite.
Yeah, so using your action and your movement would get you to the campsite.
Okay, and then, yeah. So
Okay.
she'll mount her horse.
Okay. At this point, you do see Mal is lying asleep in his thing.
As soon as she crosses the barrier for alarm, it alerts everyone.
Okay.
in camp.
So as you're entering camp, you do hear this alarm start going off.
Okay.
It will wake
I'm
you
sure
up.
she'll know.
It will wake Akaraya.
Okay, she will yell, follow me.
All right. So
Yeah.
you hear follow me.
And then a horse leaves.
Well, I mean,
The horse?
well, she's coming into camp.
Very dangerous. Short distance.
And is in the process of mounting
I'm mounting
the
a
horse. She'll be on her horse for the next round.
Yeah.
I
Take
mean,
your horse, mama.
I can't keep up with the horse. I can't even keep up with the rest
There's
of the party.
another horse.
Is there?
Yes.
I only have the one.
Yes. No, because
Mizuki
there's
has
one.
there's
Yes.
and I
Okay.
think there's at least one other horse that
Oh,
the
from your
retainers. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are they in camp too?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, did they survive?
Yes.
Oh.
Some
Well,
of them.
some of them.
Some
Most
of them did.
them.
Most of
What,
them
like
did.
9 of them survived.
Yeah, 9.
Out of
All right. So you're
well,
you're
yeah.
so you're coming in. You're hopping on your horse.
I'm hopping on my horse.
It
yes.
is now Mal's turn.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He'll run over to Mizu's horse.
No, she's on her horse.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He'll
She's
run
mounting
over
her
to
horse.
Mizu's horse.
Okay.
And
I mean, you did say follow you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. True. Yeah.
he is
Fair.
waiting for you to take off, and then he's going to shadow switch onto the back of the horse.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
All right.
Not a shadow.
Shadow, not a shadow.
You are there.
I know.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Okay. Milo.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Constitution save?
Am I dead yet?
What did we have you do first? What did I have?
Survival to
Make a survival check. We'll do that first.
11.
11. You're getting your wits about you a little bit better. You realize that you were actually swimming downstream
Whoops.
a little bit, so you need to do something to fix that. What
He
would
goes
you?
from this to this?
So what would you like to do now?
Stream's just gonna tear you about a lot faster.
Try swimming again. That's literally all I can do.
Better than
Okay.
not.
And
And Milo
trying to
would know
which direction are you trying to swim?
side or anything like that. You would have no reason to know that.
Back upstream.
Well, anyway,
Okay, so
yeah,
you're swimming
That's
upstream.
the only place I know that has like a
Okay.
hole that I can get out.
Okay.
I don't know
Although I
if I'm
don't
strong
know.
enough
And
to
so
hold on to him.
your speed is 30.
But dang it, I'm gonna
Unless
try.
other things have kicked in.
15.
15 for my action, 15 for my movement.
Okay.
I had to talk to you guys.
Well, look, it was the easiest thing to do.
Apparently
Also,
not.
his
Easy.
god is not the problem. It's his parentage that's the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
No, my patron's not the problem.
Okay, fair enough.
It is his god.
It is my
Extended family.
bloodline, that extended family that is the
Ancestors.
problem.
Okay.
My patron has been nothing but kind to me.
I was gonna say his patron's not the one who dumped him in the water.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you do feel like you've been able to sort of arrest your motion downstream.
How's
And-
my air?
You are out at this point. So at this point, I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, if you pass out, you need less air. So.
Oh, that's cocked.
Yeah, that's called drowning.
Okay. That was a 2.
Oh!
But I will be re-rolling. Okay.
Oh, that's much better. Oh my gosh.
Dirty 20.
Okay. You are able to hold out this round. The DC will be increasing from here, just so you know. I will also, at this point,
Inger will continue what he's doing.
I will also, at this point, have you make me a percentile roll.
It'd be real nice if your water patron decided to help you.
Yeah.
91. 91.
14.
Get us a
Nope. Okay.
pyramid.
In the middle of this river.
All right.
Pyramid, the point right up my
Breaks
ass.
through.
Get you out of the water.
So that is
Real quick.
back around to the top of the round. See me.
I'm going to run a little chunk ahead of him, keeping Ingers.
Make me a perception check.
So I've got.
Because you're only following where Inger is going. Inger
Yeah,
might not
yeah.
be the best at
It's a rough
tracking.
estimate.
That's gonna be 20.
I'm just gonna do a
Four?
quick survival to
Okay.
see if Inger could even find me.
So
He's got telepathy.
Yeah. I don't know if that, like,
so you
phones in.
see Ingir sort of bash against the ice and start to move downstream,
And bashing the same.
and he turns back and heads back upstream about 20 feet and starts bashing into the ice that direction.
So I'm going to. I'm gonna get just ahead of Ingir
Okay.
and thwomp myself against the ice because I have no idea how else to break through right now.
The
Yeah,
people's-
pretty much.
the
I'm
people's
gonna
elbow.
like flying burrito the ice.
All right. Make me an attack roll.
I pile drive the ice.
This is a good time to burn that inspiration.
You break your
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Plus 8, it's gonna be a 16.
So as
Kinda
you
bust
as
through the
you
ice and go in
land,
yourself.
you do see the ice sort of and spider web out from your impact zone. It does not break all the way through.
Simi's gonna go into.
Do I still get multiple
Pretty soon,
attacks?
most of
Yeah,
us
oh,
will be in the
absolutely.
water.
That's better. That's above a 20.
Okay. And so that will actually where you weakened it before, it sort of bashes in a circle about 2 or 3 inches wide and pushes some of the ice down, and you see it get caught by the current and swept away.
You can stick a hand down in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stick a hand at least to feel around and see if I can at
Never
least
mind, it's
feel him.
150 feet
Okay.
wide.
Make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, that's probably gonna be it. Yeah. So 4 plus 6, 10. Yeah,
No, you're not feeling anything, and
that's all I can do.
your
probably on
arm
that.
does very, very quickly start going numb from the cold.
Yeah.
Why y'all trying to kill yourselves here?
I'm not attempting to kill myself, but I also really, really gotta get this idiot out of the ice.
Several.
Yeah, I don't even
idiots.
realize there are multiple idiots in the ice. So yeah, I guess that's it on my side. I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
That's all my action economy,
Kill
right?
everyone off.
Yeah.
Killian has a
Cabbage.
drowning accident.
Okay.
See anything yet?
All of you die after that.
Mal gets up in the morning. He's like, "When did this happen?"
Where did everyone go?
Come up behind Killian.
Actually, yes. You see a couple of different things. First of all, you hear a couple of you're still hearing the sort of sharp sound, and it starts to come closer.
Overshot.
And then and then you hear this. You hear a couple of deep, meaty sort of thuds against the ice, and then ahead of you, you see this bit of ice sort of float at, push down into the river and get swept away, and then you see an arm reach through and reach and feel around.
Reach around.
About the time you're passing it.
Grab the arm, Cabbage.
I need
Grab the arm.
And then as you're passing it, sort of at the edge of your vision, you start to see a figure that's just trying to do the best he can to swim against the current.
What does this figure look like?
And the figure looks very much like Adrian.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Adrian
where I'm
/
heading.
Milo.
Oh, I thought she took away my
That would've
disguise.
been
Oh,
I thought she took away my disguise there for a second.
Okay. So you with all of your movement, you are actually able to close the distance and grab a hold of it.
Okay.
So you feel arms sort of reach out and grab a hold of you.
Actually, I'm going to wrap my legs around.
Okay. So your
Just-
legs. All right. So that's gonna be everything for you this round is
You have
getting
good grapple.
to hit.
That's fine. This is fine.
Castian,
You have a rope with no cabbage on it.
you have a rope with no
No
cabbage,
cabbage.
a fire burning in the trees.
What a sentence. A rope with no cabbage.
Somebody will quote it.
Someone will
Yes.
quote it.
Yeah.
Somebody will quote that for sure.
A rope with no cabbage.
A rope with no cabbage.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check real quick.
Okay. 4. That's a 13.
13.
Just
You do kind of
pull
hear
back a rope with no cabbage.
briefly on the wind these
The second one.
sort of sharp sounds against the ice, and then you hear a couple of meaty thunks against the ice down the river a little bit.
Okay. They still haven't made it yet.
They still haven't yet.
No, not yet.
How far away am I?
We're gonna be damage control.
I mean, you'll be at the river this, or you'll be at him
What?
this round unless something,
I know how far away from him am I?
You have alcohol.
I mean, it'll probably take the rest of your actual,
That's a
you know,
good
this.
more.
your
That's a good way to
super
warm
fast
up.
movement.
Okay.
Alright, I am going to
What?
untie the rope from the tree
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
and wrap it up, and I'm gonna poke it down the river.
Okay. And how? What's your movement?
So it'll be 90 altogether, but I guess my action for untying, maybe.
Yeah, if you use your
it'll be
action to
60.
untying, so you'll make it 60. Okay.
And I probably would, like, while I'm trying to search through and whatnot, call for a rope.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Thief! Help, rope!
Anyway.
Behold, rope man.
Rope man, rope man, rope
Freeze
man.
frame
He's just
mid
standing
stride
there.
with the rope on his shoulders.
All right.
Like has the little kabow
Yeah.
So,
bubble thing around him.
Killian, you will actually meet up with Castian, sort of going the other direction. He's got what looks to be a very soggy rope thrown over his shoulder, and he's going the other way.
Cold soggy rope.
Wait, why are you going the other way?
I'm going down the river where they
Right.
are. Yeah.
That way.
Down the river, that way. Downstream.
Killian's really smart. Okay, I'm gonna keep running to where his bonfire is.
Okay.
Killian's just gonna keep going past you.
Okay.
Okay. So you will get to the spot.
Billy, where are you going?
So you'll get to that spot, and you will see. Make me a survival check, real quick, just to see if you can read the signs on the ground.
If I see a hole in the ice,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not even stopping to read the signs. If I see a hole in the ice,
Yeah, you see a hole in the
so
ice.
Killian's gonna run up. He's gonna grab one of his syringes off of his belt, and he's gonna jam it in his neck, and then I'm diving in the water.
Okay. I assume that's a water breathing.
No, that's alter self with aquatic adaptation. I have my regular movement speed in the water. I can breathe underwater, and I can see underwater for an hour.
Excellent.
What about the cold?
Okay.
My armor protects me from the cold.
So you are going into the river, and that will be your turn.
That's why I said good luck drowning me. I now have
Okay.
gills.
Oh, I didn't have to do anything. He just killed
So okay. All right then.
That was easy.
It's like Tucker Dale versus
Running
evil.
out like
Everybody around you is just killing themselves.
All right. So
So what you say?
all right. So Akarai is pulling himself out of his bedroll.
Wait, what?
All you've said is follow you. So he is sort of
Really putting his
he's-
pants on and then
he's like pulling his gi together and hopping on his horse all at the same time, and it should be awkward as hell, but it's really not.
Oh, he was able to keep his horse.
Too bad you're not there.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a horse.
You don't
Right,
get to see
no,
his
I
leg
just,
a lot
like-
small,
He had a no, he didn't have a horse.
No, he
Never
didn't
mind.
have a horse. Mouse
He
stole his
didn't
horse.
take one.
Is he gonna take?
No,
the
he
other-
didn't
can
take one
the other
'cause Mouse stole
retainer's
it.
horse.
He will take he will hop on the other retainer's horse and
He
be
can
ready
move
to
as
go,
fast as the horse can. That's stupid.
Right?
except that he doesn't know where he's
yeah.
going.
Yeah, that's
Where
fair.
he's going.
All he knows is she said follow her, and she was getting on a horse.
Fair enough.
So he is pulling himself together and hopping on a horse, and he will at this point hold his action to follow you
Okay.
as you
Okay.
leave.
So.
Which is now.
Yes, which is now. She'll be using her full movement.
Well, the horse's
The
movement.
horse's
Yeah.
movement, which is 60 feet.
Okay.
So.
So you'll just with
Plus.
basic movement, you'll get down to the river about the time you see Killian jabbing something in his, pulling something away from his throat and diving into the water.
Killian and his
Um,
drugs.
Mal is just holding
Does
on
she
to your
see
back.
Ingir trying to?
Make me a perception check.
That was it's like sorry.
25.
25.
See everything.
Yes. So looking down the river, you can see a couple of things. You can see Simi lying on the ice. Looks like she's got her arm in the water up to her shoulder. And you do see Ingir just beyond her, sort of whacking away with a rock on the ice. They're about 100 feet downriver.
Okay.
You don't
She
reply.
You do also see Castian sort of running that direction as well.
With their rope.
Okay. She will use, I guess, her action.
There are so many
to
different people's
there's
versions
the-
of saving him going on right now.
Or
Work with
wait,
them
how
now.
much we all care? Huh? I don't know.
How does what work?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Like I looked, and it doesn't really say.
Mounted combat is the section you're looking
Mounted
for.
combat?
It's kind of a mess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just make a deal
I mean,
rolling.
I mean, a horse's movement is 60 feet. Do we just want to
Right.
like
Depends if
Action,
but
but action.
like action
movement.
is the horse's action or
But in a word,
Well, it's not the horse's action; it's the
think it
horse's
would-
movement?
Well, the horse can have an action to dash too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So,
in that-
I'm assuming. So yeah.
Okay, so in that case,
So I will use my action or the horse's action. to
Okay, so you'll
dash
get
as close to the ice as close to everyone else as I,
okay,
but not on the ice.
but not on the ice. So you're
Yeah.
over on the bank. Okay, no worries. You'll get another 60 feet closer. You've still got about 40 feet to go,
Okay, that's fine.
or at least 40 feet to see me.
You simi. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, that's fine.
that'll work.
Yeah.
Which
I
puts
think
you
that's-
now there. And Mal is with you, hanging on to
For dear life.
for dear life, and Akrai is also now
Can
in the
let's see.
same spot.
Let's see.
I'm really glad I went with
Can
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action
Would you have jumped in if you were by
on my
yourself?
mace
Oh,
and do
for
Searing
sure.
Smite.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so that brings us to Mal. You've been sort of hanging on as the horse is running. You've gotten yourself, because of that, you're about 40 feet away from Sini on the ice. You do also see I don't you've seen Ingir, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see Ingir sort of beyond her, about 20 or 30 feet, with a rock over his head, bashing it against the ice.
Okay. Mizu, what equipment do you have with you?
I have my shield. I have my mace. I have.
But you're
I
holding.
have my crossbow.
You're actively holding your mace though, because you said you're getting ready to sear
yes.
smite,
What are you gonna Searing Smite?
the
The ice. What
Oh.
do you think? What do you think I'm gonna see?
I have to ask.
She's gonna searing. She's
Right?
gonna searing smite see me. This is the part where we discover she's been Lars in disguise the entire time.
Just
That's
like
why we're
Zipper
engaged.
and just like Lars come out.
I have my crossbow.
How was he able to suck
I
it
also
in?
have a bladed fan
Every
that's
princess needs a
tucked
mace.
into my kimono.
Yeah, no, it'd be, it,
But I do have my crossbow, and that would
Or
probably
just say every
be
princess
just
needs
on the
mace.
horse.
Okay,
So it's probably yeah.
He's grabbing your shield,
Okay, that's fine.
and he's going. He's going to make a
Jump on
leap
it.
for the ice, and he's going to then use his movement as his whole 25 feet of movement. Oh, and I guess if he has an action, he'll make 50 feet of movement.
Okay. So that will get you to see me and about 10 feet beyond. Where
Okay.
do you want to go to?
Beyond.
Beyond? Okay. So you're heading for what's your target? Where are you aiming?
Downriver of Simi,
Okay.
and he's going to pop out a shadow under the ice.
Can you do that?
I
Yeah.
think so.
To Simi.
Let me double check. We can move on.
Verify if it has to be someplace that you can
Switch
actually
places,
see.
So you're under the water.
That's exactly what's going to happen, yeah.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay.
Then he can switch places with it again from above the water later.
All right.
So
Milo,
Can you teleport people?
I'm out of air.
you are out of air. You do also have you do feel a pair of legs around you.
Okay.
Don't worry.
like wrapped around your
They're
waist.
female.
Yes, that's why I'm upset.
That's the thing that you should be worried about right
Like
now.
at this point, yeah, at this point, that's like
So make
they're the legs
me
of life.
a survival check, or rather, what do you want to do? Given those circumstances, you are out of air. You do feel legs wrapped around you. They are female legs. You can't tell whose they are, but
Grab the
The
empty
little
vial with you and put it in your mouth so that you can get the air out of it.
I don't have an empty vial. I assumed I left all of my gear at camp.
Like empty containers of air.
I mean that's entirely up to you.
I probably won't
Does
have.
that
Okay.
include the
I mean,
potions?
I've heard worse.
So,
So
can I see the hand?
No, we've passed that.
We've passed it.
well, make me a perception check.
Now, what I had intended to do was get ahead of Ingir. I'm not sure that you got that, but it's okay
so
if you
he had doubled back. So when you say ahead of, do you mean upstream or downstream from?
downstream a little bit because I figured they would be traveling because
Okay.
of water.
It's still possible that by the time you got your hand down in,
Yeah, they might have still been farther down anyway, but I kind of got.
It's
the
kind of
impression
weird
you-
because he was actually able to fight the current a little bit
Somehow.
somehow.
With my 7 strength.
So
in the short story. Is
So,
this is
19
just-
perception.
Basically, I'm the
19
one who's
perception?
strong.
Yeah.
you actually can see the arm.
I'll go. I'll head to the arm.
Surrounded
Towards
by
the
weak
arm.
peasants.
Okay. So
Right, it is.
what?
It really is.
So I haven't been having you make athletics checks.
You haven't. Would you like me to now as I have extra weight on me?
Extra weight and no air. Yes, make an athletics check.
He's grabbing a shield and going down to see what
What?
So technically that's -1.
So you pass out.
No,
That's not the athletics.
that's not what makes you pass out. But as you're wrapped around him, you feel him start to flail around, and it feels like he's trying to swim somewhere, but it's like the most awkward swimming you've ever seen, and it results in like nothing happening at all. In fact, it results in you guys slipping further downstream.
Look, man, I never had to swim the deepest part of water I ever had was a bath.
I take
Okay.
it back. So Keith, it might depend on some interpretation stuff, but Mal doesn't actually know anybody's under the ice, so
Okay,
Fair.
True.
fair
so
enough.
he's there with the shield out. But that's
Okay.
it.
He's
Okay.
waiting to see
Well,
what's what.
I mean,
Constitution?
you probably
Make
saw
your
something,
constitution
right?
save.
Well, you see Simi
Yeah.
sticking her hand down in, but
Yeah, into the eyes, doing something.
that could be because there's monsters down there she's punching. Like, who knows?
Oh my gosh, Brayden!
And
Oh,
And now you're
no.
unconscious.
you have tried and you have tried and you have tried your hardest, and at this point you give out. You can't resist the impulse anymore, and you take a big deep breath, and water just fills your lungs, and you pass out.
It's a good thing you got to him already.
So Cabbage, you feel him sort of thrash around, and then just go limp.
Great.
How strong are you, Cabbage?
Want to guess what my dump stat was?
I think everyone.
Basically,
I think
the
a good
only
portion of
person
people
who's
took
strong is
strength as their
Yeah.
dump stat. I took it. You took it.
Right.
Alma took it.
And
Cabbage took it. I'm headed negative in strength.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mel is
So-
strongish now.
Mizuki's pretty strong.
Mal's more than strongish. Mal's almost as strong as she
Oh,
is.
okay.
You have
What?
19.
No, I have 14.
Oh, never mind. He's stronger
Wow.
than you
Yeah.
by a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
Lord is a strong man.
so
I don't have 19.
see me. It is your turn.
Okay, is Ingir past me now?
So Ingir is downstream from you about.
Actually, Ingir might.
Actually, you're right. Never mind. So as you're laying there, about 30 feet past you, mid bash,
That was our last
mid strike, Ingir just goes.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm going to go.
And the rock sort of clatters to the ice.
Yes, I killed myself by drowning.
I'm gonna go down.
To be fair, you didn't kill yourself.
No, I didn't.
Ines killed you.
DM killed you. Yeah.
killed you. Yeah.
I'm gonna go downstream of where Ingir was, and repeat the process.
Okay, make your attack rolls.
And I'm gonna do flurry of blows too and see if I can. So that's still gonna be
14.
plus. Yeah, it's 14.
You're just punching the ice.
I'm gonna be kicking it once I like. I'm gonna
Well,
do
not
the.
No, Mal doesn't know if there's anyone under there.
Attacking the ice.
Oh yeah.
You could explain
I
yourself.
gotta get him out. So I'm just like calling. How many strikes is that now?
4.
4.
She would probably.
So that's well above a 20.
Okay.
Presumably, like, if she's
16.
if she noticed Mal being like, what's going on, she'd probably be like.
And that's well above a 20.
What's your plan?
Cabbage
So all of them are
and
gonna hit. I'm gonna try and
I'll
make a
get
big
you
enough.
with
So
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
able to make a
tiny
big enough
robot
hole that
and-
someone could come through it.
And I'm going to
Good
like
call.
stick my arm underneath
you,
and
but
see. I don't know how far off they are since I came downstream. Can I kind of tell
I have this open.
where they are?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
What's that? I might as well start putting my dice away.
So that's gonna end up being.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 15.
You can kind of feel a little bit of a disruption in the water, as though something had been thrashing around. Which makes you think that they might be slightly upstream from where you are, but probably
Don't
within
worry, we'll be there
reach if
shortly.
you had, something that you could, reach out with,
So I'm
something to
gonna-
extend your reach.
I'm gonna reach out with my hand. I am gonna call for the rope from.
Yes, but I am.
Okay.
I'm unconscious,
Yeah.
which means I auto die when you drown. That is the rules. You auto die when you drown.
Make me.
Do you have an added character?
I can whip something up in a week.
Just make me a wisdom roll, real quick.
That's high.
Actually, Brayden, if I can get
Dirty 20.
If
in
Dirty
this
20?
round,
yeah.
and I think I can.
And there's an opening right ahead of them, so you can like.
Oh, that's not even my plan.
You feel something writhing on your arm.
Your tentacle.
Danny forgets her abilities.
I forgot. Okay,
Come on,
yeah.
Spider-Man.
I'm gonna try and grapple him.
It is
Won't
not
be hard.
It is not hard to do.
I auto
You're
fail.
able to reach out, and your tentacle is well within reach. It wraps around them. So, Cabbage, you're sitting there. You have felt him go limp in your grasp, and then moments later, you feel something cold and like.
Everything is.
I mean,
cold.
everything's cold, but it would be even more cold and sort of. If it wasn't already wet, it would also feel wet, and it just snakes out and wraps around the two of you.
And I'm like,
This is where I die.
It's a kraken that's crawled upstream.
yep.
Well, hi, buddy.
He's
Got a little
burbling.
bit of. You got a little bit of geyser.
It's
So yeah, I'm gonna
Would
yoink.
you like another sticky
Holding
note?
him.
You've got sticky.
I will need a yeah.
Get writing implement.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him up.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can pull him all the way out on my turn because I've just
Also,
used
how
up
big
a
is
lot
the
of.
hole in the
Yeah.
ice?
I used flurry of blows to make it big enough to pull people out.
yeah.
Um,
If
Well, at least one person can.
Yeah. But I am at least going to try
I'm
and
about
get them
to-
so that their heads are out of the water.
Okay. You have used all of your actions,
Yeah.
so that will have to be next round.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh boy. Okay, I'll start rolling stats.
All right. So, Cabbage, that is you. So.
What's going on?
All right. So you have your legs around Milo. You felt him thrash. You felt him go limp, and then you felt something from somewhere, and you're not real sure where. Reach out and wrap around the two of you. And that is what has happened. That is what you know.
Attack it.
Please no.
I'm gonna try like using it.
Actually,
like a rope
I don't think
and climbing
Cabbage
out.
has seen the tentacles before.
Oh,
I don't care what it
She
is
hasn't.
right now.
No, she hasn't.
Clearly
She
it's
was
a
there for the
9-year-old.
first time they showed up, but she didn't see it.
See, if it's like at this point, I can't tell what it is. It's cold. I'm not even sure that I can feel anything right now because I am.
You know what?
numb.
Just make me a Constitution check.
You do have inspirations.
You have a lot of
you have a lot
inspiration.
of
She would probably
inspiration.
feel the pressure, but I don't know that she'd have any sensation as far as cold.
You know what? Yeah, I mean there's something that feels a little snug around your midsection. It's not even around your midsection. It's around your back, almost like it kind of feels like you. It kind of feels like you like the current almost pushed something against your back and has got it sort of, against you. So I'm not even sure that you would know that it's wrapped all the way around the two of you.
I mean, I would try to see.
Okay,
what it
so
was.
reaching out for it, you do feel that there's something solid there. I mean, it's not big. It's about the size of a cable, a typical like boat cable.
Then I'm gonna try to use it like a rope.
Okay, make me an athletics check at disadvantage. Actually, forget disadvantage because Simi would be helping you. So it's just a
Yes,
straight,
roll.
athletics roll.
15.
Not horrible.
It's not horrible, but it's not enough. It's just
Not
barely
enough to
not
get me
enough.
from drowning.
Just
That's fine,
barely
we'll just
not
come back
enough.
as an undead
Don't you have
rest
my
then.
inspiration? I think it's too late. I
hope
hit
not.
set the roll. So I do have inspiration, but I already said it.
This is what fourth round. Okay.
That's what you keep.
Yeah, it's what you keep.
Can she use her inspiration after she announces the number?
Not after she announces the result.
What class to play
no,
next?
I've let you guys do that before. Never mind. If you want to use it, go for it.
I can't remember.
Like,
Yeah, I've let you guys do that before.
I'm glad you've been really, really great tonight.
nope, that.
Nope.
Not
That's
high enough.
gonna
Okay.
be my best roll.
Okay, then it's you're able to sort of arrest your movement. You're not going any further downstream, but you're not sort of pulling yourself along whatever this is to try and get out again.
I'm gonna be like, I've got him, but I need help. Help me get him out.
Castian. So
Okay, so last time I went from the original spot they went in, I went 60 feet.
right.
Would 60 feet be close to them? Another 60
You're about halfway there. Another 60 feet
Yes.
will get you pretty much there.
Okay, so I will use my my movement and my dash to get there.
Okay, so that'll put you like even with Simi. You do see that she has got her arms in the water in another hole in the ice, and she's basically yelling out, "I've got him, but I need help."
Okay. My strength is -2, so I'm not getting much help.
-2?
Yeah.
Is my low stat, yes.
So is mine.
Okay, so I am going to give one end of the rope to Simi. Can I tie?
How are you giving it to her? Her arms are in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tie it around her waist.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good idea.
I will tie it around her waist.
Okay.
Is that it for the action, or would I be able to tie it around a tree as well?
You're on the ice in the middle of the river. There are no trees, and you've used your movement to get there.
Do you have a grappling hook?
Could he throw the rope
I don't think I do.
to Mizuki? Has he used his
He,
action?
he's used his action to tie it
tie it,
around
okay.
Simi. So at this point, I'm going to say no. But you do have it tied around Simi, and you are right there at the edge of the ice.
Okay. You said in the middle,
Roughly, yeah.
roughly. Where is the nearest tree?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be on the north bank.
Roughly what? 50 feet,
We
70
need
feet.
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 If we're halfway, what? 150-ish.
You call it 80 feet.
Mizuki's gonna be closer.
Yeah, Mizuki's going to be
Mizuki's
closer.
higher
A lot
on horse.
closer. She's
Yeah,
only
closer on
40 feet
horse.
away right now.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I was gonna say.
40
You can get the
feet
rope
away.
to her.
Okay. So with the bundle of other end rope, I'm gonna just toss it towards Mizuki.
We'll call that an interaction because you did use your action to tie it around
Yeah.
Simi.
Honestly, I would be of the opinion that the interaction is tying it around Simi. I
Okay.
don't know that
And
that
then the
takes a lot of
action
it.
is-
Okay, but
I'm
yeah,
gonna play how you
Yeah.
want to.
yeah, we'll do that. I will ask for a survival roll for the knot, but I will do that. We'll call that the interaction with the survival.
That's a 10.
Okay, even money. We'll see how this goes. And then you toss it up to Mizuki.
Yeah.
Killian.
So I have a question, Keith.
Yeah.
From where I have jumped into the water,
Yes.
how far away are the two drowning individuals?
130 feet.
I'm not drowning yet.
130 feet. How much of an increase to my speed does going with the current give me?
What's not? Do you have a swim speed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Because I used Alter Self.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 feet.
It gives me a 5-foot bonus.
It's running about 30 feet per minute. It is a current, but it's not a strong one. So it's about 5 feet per round is what it's working out to. And I do have that actually written down here, so.
I just hear just so much, man. How big What?
Oh, that's just too perfect.
We'll keep this legitimate and push a couple in the lake.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that game.
From a
Yeah,
different
pretty
game,
tough.
but
That
yeah,
is
a legit
an
quote.
old reference.
All right,
You guys were messed up.
You're not wrong.
you're not wrong. All right, so with all of
Keith.
your everything, how close can
Well,
you get to them?
if I used Thunderous Smite to propel myself further in the water, because here's the okay. Let me
So-
walk you through this. I can get to them. I can get right up to them,
Okay.
but I want to be able to pump healing into the body that isn't flailing around. And so, if I get right up to them, I can't do that.
All right, so talk me through how you're using Thunderous Smite. Make your case.
So, Killian will pull his sword out,
Okay.
Thunderous Smite, and hit the bottom, so then the explosion from the thunder throws him. And I just want to know roughly how far could I even throw myself, because I need to be able to throw myself far enough to still be able to heal them.
What's the norm? I mean, does that normally have a push target component to the spell?
Yeah. So
Okay, what does it normally do?
I can push somebody 15 feet with it. I just don't know if it'd be any different because I'm trying to use it to, like, I'm not trying to resist it, I'm trying to propel myself forward.
You could hit yourself with it.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't know if I can make it do that, but
Yeah, that's 15 feet through air, though.
yeah.
He only needs 5 feet in water.
It's only 5 feet.
Guys, we haven't even slept yet. Oh my god.
Yep.
Speak
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah.
Freaking mouth.
I mean, yeah, it's not going to be as effective.
That's fine. How
Um,
much can I get?
Half round up.
Okay.
8.
Oh, yes. 1.5 up.
And what is your swim speed?
My swim speed with the current is 45.
45. Okay.
Oh, wait, don't you still have Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah. Oh. No, yeah. It's the other one that increases my movement speed. So then. Okay. I can just get to them, and then I will pump 1 point of healing hands into the guy who isn't moving.
Okay. So all of you on the ice feel the ice sort of flex
Oh.
and do this sort of like
And see me falls
grinding and bend. There's a lot of force that suddenly just got applied under the ice.
Does that help with water breathing?
You
Maybe not, but you're not dead.
you
Yet.
Oh,
so you
Alright.
sort of like
I don't know if you can.
put this force into the bottom, and you feel yourself pushed forward just a little bit. You feel the water sort of pulling against you, and you
I
start
was gonna ride
swimming,
that
and you
wave.
ride it, and you swim, and you're able to see like a pair of arms that you recognize as Seamies
With tentacles.
with tentacles pouring, flowing out of them, wrapped around Cabbage and Milo, and Milo is just sort of dead man floating there.
Okay, so I will.
Also, I don't know if you can heal me because I think there's a rule that says you can't be healed until you breathe.
Is there?
I don't know that there is.
Let me show you. I just looked it up.
Apparently he wants to die.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
want
so-
to
No,
die.
I like the rules.
He's
I like
trying
the
to kill
rules.
himself. Why? Why are we doing this?
Bottom of that first paragraph.
Where is that from?
A website.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that a homebrewed rule.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna.
I was gonna say I don't
Then
think
I'm
I can
good.
get you conscious, but I think I can save
Yeah,
your
not
life.
conscious,
Good.
but-
Okay, so all right, so you're gonna
I'm
It's
gonna.
okay, I
I'm
can
gonna.
be conscious.
So I'm gonna swim up
Unless you choose
and
to fail.
grab onto to him and grab onto Cabbage.
okay.
Try and like help. So like next turn I can swim against the current to help them. But
Okay.
I am going to dump 1 point of healing or however many points I need to keep him alive.
Okay.
Keep him from drowning.
All right.
Well, I don't know where my hit points were before then, but
All
Well,
right.
I'm assuming since you're unconscious, I am assuming
mean,
if I put one in, it'll make it so that the next round you'll
He'll
run
be
out of air
conscious.
again.
Yeah, basically. It's rinse repeat kind of thing. So, all right. So Mizuki.
Okay.
So you on
I'm not
your
gonna let you
horse.
die, Brayden.
Akarai is there with his horse.
You or James.
There's a rope getting flung at you from Castian, and it looks like it goes down, or it looks like it's tied to Simi, who is lying belly first on the ice with her arms in a hole in the ice.
Help!
Okay.
Stress!
Is it an action
String
to
people?
catch?
Strong people.
The rope?
No.
No,
No,
it would be an
I-
interaction.
Yes, just
Okay.
an interaction.
Okay.
I will have you make a dexterity check. Athletics or
Oh, there
actually
we go.
no. It'd be acrobatics. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you're proficient with
Nope.
acrobatics, if
Nope.
not, just a straight dex check.
Nope. Okay. Well, hopefully it's a good roll. Nope.
Oh, that was mean. That was another number, and then it rolled to a 4.
4.
Yeah. So this rope is
Okay.
coming at you, and it's a stressful situation. So you put your arms out, and you know it hits your arms, and it's one of those things where, I mean, you've seen toddlers try to catch balls, like
I'm
when
a
they're.
little distracted.
Yeah, you're a little distracted, and so it hits you. It goes right through your arms, hits your chest, and then falls. And as you're catching your wits, you try and close around it, and it just drops to the ice.
Okay. Besides that,
Wow,
Whoops.
you just came real southern there. It was awesome.
besides that, she's going to
Finish the job.
well, she can't see anyone, so she's going to use her mace and throw it against the ice. Yeah, she's gonna try to smash a hole in the ice so
Okay.
she can see. With Searing Smite.
Okay, so I have a very important question for you.
Yes.
Are you doing that upstream or downstream of Simi?
Wherever I was.
So she'd have been
I mean,
Upstream.
I mean,
Upstream.
where you start, you're upstream, but you've got
Okay.
the horse's movement. You can go
Okay.
pretty much wherever you want to be.
She will. Yeah. She'll
Actually,
probably
make
move.
me a perception check real quick.
Wow. You're just.
Got a shield.
Um.
I'm ready for whatever comes out of
Nice.
the ice.
I want to give it to her so badly, but I can't.
Okay, I had a really good perception check my last
Wh-
turn.
What's your passive perception?
10 plus your
My
perception
passive
bonus.
perception.
It's going to be higher, so
10 plus my perception. It's 16.
16. Okay. You saw Ingir pop out of existence, and you saw the rock drop to the ice.
Okay, she
When you were
will
slowly- your character
go
was slowly turning
toward
into a
there.
Oh,
then.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, she would be.
You can
yeah.
get there on your horse easily enough.
Okay, and then she will use her action to make a melee attack on the ice with Searing Smite.
Okay. Don't roll
Please
anything. It's fine.
Don't miss.
Don't
miss.
Your mace comes down.
Don't-
There's this like
it's 1d6 extra fire damage.
there's this flash of divine like fire
It
against the
lights-
ice.
I mean, it lights it on fire, but it's ice, so I'm guessing it won't light it on fire.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's gonna be warm.
That's fine.
So it might melt the ice a little. I'm guessing it'll melt the ice a little.
Well, it cracks it, opens a hole, and sort of melts it back. So about 20 feet downstream from Simi, there is now another hole in the ice.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess. For her bonus action, she will. I guess she's gonna stick her head in the water and see what she can see.
Okay.
You don't have night vision, do you?
She has the goggles as well.
I have the goggles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you dunk your head in the water. First of all, brr, it's fucking freezing in this river. And right,
She just has, I mean, there's a little bit of heat from her.
yeah, it's but
So-
but the cold is also rushing
Yes.
in too because of the flow.
Yes.
You poke your head in and you peer around and you see Milo,
Okay.
who is sort of looks like he's trying to
I'm gonna
come
put you
to.
into consciousness just for you to pass out again.
You see Cabbage with her legs wrapped around him.
Okay.
You see Killian there with a hand on both of them. And you see long, dark, inky tentacles wrapped around Cabbage and Milo that, as you sort of look back along them, emanate from Simi's arms just upstream.
And Simi's dragging us? Or like...
She was just kind of holding you guys against the current.
I'm about to be
Okay.
dragging you
Okay.
How close are
as
they?
best I can.
They're like right there
Okay, they're right
below
there.
you.
Okay, that's fine.
Did I completely miss? No, I didn't completely miss Simi this go round, did I?
No, we got Simi.
No, she did the tentacle
Yeah, I
stuff.
did the tentacle.
Okay.
Yeah, she
right,
did
right,
the-
right.
We're
Yeah.
still in the same
You might
round.
have
Yeah, we're still in the same round.
You missed Acheron.
It's all
somewhere
going.
But that's fine.
It's all going fast. Well, he's following along after you.
Okay,
so.
yeah, no, he was after. Yeah, so, I think that's. Let's see, that was my action,
Just
and
live your best
I
life.
used my bonus action. So,
Agra's like, they got it. I'm going back to sleep.
yeah, I'm just
I'm
gonna
sure it's
wait
fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
and do healing word next.
Actually, Akarai is going to hop off his horse a little bit upstream behind you,
Okay.
and he is going to wrap his arms around Simi's waist and lock her into a grip, and try and just try and brace so that she doesn't go in the river herself.
You could pull backward. Something.
Trying.
Fair.
Failing. Mal.
You got your shit.
Help!
They're like,
So there are a couple of holes in the river now. Simi's got her arms in one.
Go push the two monsters.
Akarai has got his arm around Simi, just trying to keep her from falling in. Mizuki has got her head in the river.
Alright, I will just go pull them out. Let's just step over there, drop the shield, grab on, and pull.
Grab onto who?
See me, because I was only 10 feet past Simi.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
Akarai, because Akarai is holding on to me.
No, he's
No.
like reaching around Akarai to grab you, because if he slips and he was pulling on Akarai, then you're going in.
Fair enough.
Okay. Make me an athletics check.
Okay.
Got this.
You know what? Because I have them.
Yep.
That's probably good. So that is. Freak, I can't do that. 25.
Oh
25?
goodness. That's,
Nice.
That's happy.
What is your strength score?
4 plus 4. It's
18.
18.
Plus 4. Okay, 18. Okay. It's like 4.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he's good. He's got it.
Okay, so plus 4.
He is our strong man.
And athletics is one of my.
You tug half speed, right?
What's that?
You tug half speed, right?
Yeah, it's going to be half speed. So you're able to pull them about halfway.
I can use my action and whatever
don't
if
pull
we
them
need to.
too far.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
Might
Well, I
about
guess it'll be
overshoot.
fine either way.
yeah,
Up
so
to you. Like I just.
yeah, they're about 20 feet beyond the hole. You're able to pull them about 10 feet back towards the hole that Mizuki's in. So Cabbage,
They were really
Killian, Milo, even to a certain extent, you guys are feeling that you're being pulled against the current towards what looks to be an opening in the ice.
Oh, actually, question.
Yeah.
So this is where the sight thing comes in. How clear is the ice?
It's not clear.
Okay,
pretty
so
clear.
Yeah, I mean it's thick enough that it's pretty opaque.
Yeah.
Okay, if I can't see through it, then I can't drop my
Okay.
Shadow.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say again, there are now 2 holes in the ice.
There are 2 holes in the
And you're
I'm trying to figure out where exactly. Actually, okay, so I will drop one right through the hole that I'm pulling Simi away from.
Okay.
So what the shadow is going to do is it's going to use one of its attacks that is separate from my action, and it is going to drive a shadow shield into the ice from the bottom, just past the folks that are under the water.
Okay.
So you're trying to make a third hole?
Or
No.
a hole.
He is trying to shove it into the ice as best he can.
Oh.
As a stopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're not attacking the ice. You're
Shoving
shoving
the
a shield in. So then if anybody falls, they'll hit the shield.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My shield.
I'll
It is a
allow
shadow
it,
shield.
and I'm not even going to make you roll for that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, your shield is still with Mal. Well, actually, it's on the ice next to Mal. But
Put it down.
All right.
There.
You should just kick it into the water.
So I'm
Milo.
gonna
Okay.
All right. So
You're
so
alive.
so you blacked out for a second, and you came back. I mean, you still don't have any air in your lungs. So
You're gonna keep
probably
dying, and I'm
panicking
gonna
just
keep
a little bit.
resuscitating
You do feel
Okay. I have
you do still feel the legs around you, the female legs around you. You feel something else wrapped around you as well.
Oh yeah.
That feels a little odd. It's not the kind of thing you're really into, but okay, whatever. And then you also feel a masculine hand on your back.
Are you that strong? Okay.
So
I
what do you-
understand what's going on now.
Uh-huh.
I'll take a deep breath in and sigh,
Okay.
and then I'll swim out of the hole.
Okay.
Hang on. You're gonna take a deep breath in
Mhm.
underwater.
Yes.
Yep.
You're gonna sigh
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
underwater.
Yes.
Yep.
And then you're gonna swim out of the hole.
what
Yes.
are you doing about the person who is holding on to you?
Oh, that's fine. It's 15 feet to. It's half movement to carry someone, right?
Yeah.
So 10 feet there, 5 feet to get out. So we're good.
I mean, at least get you to the edge of the hole. Because climbing out.
Guess who now has
against the
water
river-
breathing?
Well, you also have to climb out against the river. Like the
How-
swimming part may be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Well, I mean, you don't have a swim speed. You've got water breathing.
No, I do have a swim speed.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
The other things. Right. I forgot.
Wait, what?
Invocation, Gift of the Depths.
That's right.
We swapped that today.
Yep.
Nice.
Came in handy. I can now breathe underwater. I have a 30 feet swimming speed, and I can cast water breathing.
you swim underwater faster than I walk on land.
Yeah, but you do things better on
Alright.
land than I do.
So after rezzing him, he just
So after rezzing him, he's like, and he starts to. So at this point, looking up, you can see there are 2 holes. There's one a little bit behind you, one a little bit ahead of you. The one behind you probably easier to get to because you'd be going with the river. The one ahead of you is where the tentacles are or where the thing that's wrapped around you is
also,
leading you.
if you're able to look around, Killian is like right next to you with his hand on your back, and he has gills now.
And then I'll exit through a hole.
Yeah, and you also see
Random
Mizuki's
You
head
might
back
see
there.
Mizuki's head.
Okay, and I'll go through a hole.
Okay, which one?
Oh, let's do the one behind me. Seems easier.
I'm still attached to you.
Oh, right. Well, if I'm attached, I'll go that way then.
Okay.
Like, please don't go through a different hole.
So with all of the assistance you're getting, I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Oh, good.
You Cabbage, you do feel all of a sudden Milo beneath you. I mean, you know he went limp. He was not there anymore. And you feel him take a deep breath underwater and start swimming towards the hole, taking you with him, and lifting both of you out of the hole and onto the ice. And then, of course, once you're out, you'll sort of heave up all of the water that's in your lungs.
Okay. I'll
we out
like
of
be
initiative?
checking for needing to give CPR to people.
Are we out of
I'm gonna
initiative?
stay down in the water until I'm confident nobody else is going to fall in.
Fair.
Until everyone's evacuated.
Okay.
Are
Killian?
we out of initiative?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
be out of
You
initiative.
don't-
She
you
will
don't
do
know. You
healing
didn't see
word
Killian go
on
under.
Milo.
But
I don't
he's
think
not
I lost
here,
any health,
and I know
did
that
I?
he was
I
following.
don't think you did.
I don't
think I
I'm
lost
at least
any
gonna
health.
stick
You
my
just
head
went
in
Well, she
and
would
unconscious.
have
see.
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was prepared for that.
Okay.
So
Nobody
that's-
else seems like they're coming through.
I am gonna put my head down to see if I can see you.
So Killian's just right there, and now he has gills and webbed hands. He's just like,
Pull back out, and then I'm going to like just pull everybody to the side where it's nice and not, watery underneath, and just kind of collapse into the snow.
So why did we all decide it was a good idea to go swimming in the icy river?
Milo, what the hell?
okay, wait, before we do anything else, can you throw your bonfire up, please? Please? Do you do it on him?
I did it right, really close next to you.
That's fine. I'm gonna control flames to start staving off what I assume is about to be people's hypothermia if we're not careful.
Okay.
Let's see. Mizuki will.
Am I?
Cabbage, what the
I'm not
hell?
affected by the cold.
So the fire's gonna like move in around you, so it's nice and warm.
Mizuki will start prayer of healing.
I don't think they actually took.
No one took
Nobody,
damage.
nobody took any
Yeah.
damage from it.
Guys, we should get back to the campsite and
Can
then
she-
get you out of the wet clothes.
Can she
I'm
like?
shivering at the same time.
Let's see.
Yeah, everybody gets a whole lot of fire everywhere.
Who's lighting that bonfire now?
What are you wanting to do? I mean,
Just
just
warm them up.
Bonfire now.
Could she do prayer of healing, but instead of healing, do?
yeah.
Okay,
You know what?
prayer-
I'll let
prayer-
that,
prayer
I'll
warm.
let that sort of
Pray
Prayer
amplify
Pray the cold away.
between the bonfire, the prayer of healing, and the control flames. Everyone's staving off hypothermia. Everyone's going to
Okay.
be fine.
Okay.
So.
I guess I can take first watch.
We don't need watch.
Milo.
Yeah,
Later.
What the hell,
Is
man?
everyone okay?
I am still Adrian, right?
Mhm.
Okay, gotta keep with the lower toned voice. Got it. Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Oh, right. I should explain myself.
Yes, talk.
Well, what happened?
So,
Oh, don't know.
there was talk of, finding a passageway sort of thing. So I decided to ask my patron friend to use water to locate an entrance, and he did. I also was interrupted by Imus,
Oh.
Freaking Imus.
Huh.
who congratulated me on anarchy and then pushed me into the river.
I know you didn't just jump in.
Did she say why she give you any reason why she was pushing you in? Did you get any feeling, any instinct why she would push you into the water?
Cause she could,
Yes.
anarchy.
It was fun.
Cause she could.
I don't like that one. Can we kill that one?
No.
You want to
Yes.
kill a
Yeah,
Next time.
not sure how all that works.
Just to me.
Pushed
Okay.
like an innocent
Another
person into a river.
You suddenly breathed under the water and swam like you were born doing it after I jumped into the damn river to freaking save you.
Yes.
Wait,
You
what?
could do that the whole time.
No. That was something new.
Extreme stress brought it out.
Perhaps. Or some way that my patron saved me. I'm not sure.
Okay, Deadpool.
Are you okay?
Yes. And I do know an entrance into the city.
Where's yours?
west side of the lake and down.
In the water?
Yes. Although I got a premonition of danger.
I mean,
So
it is
it
a
could be. It could be.
Pushing you down.
No, it was before then.
I don't like that.
So it would be. So I'm guessing it's more of. There might be something in the lake, and going downward might. Oh, maybe awaken it, something like that. But it.
You've heard stories of Kraken. That's where your brain goes. Never mind. This is a lake, not the ocean.
And so.
See me to new Kraken.
So I now have a way in to the city.
There's another way in.
There is another way.
Is there?
According to Imus, there's an entrance on a peninsula west of the lake. And we have directions how to find it.
Right.
Do we trust Imus? Seeing as
I
she just pushed Milo into the river?
Double check with Finas.
It's not a
You
bad
can
idea.
double check with him, but I don't think it'll do us much good. The reason we had to ask Imus is because it's her
That's where
domain.
I feel like it
A
was.
ruined city's
when
her
he said
domain.
when I got the premonition.
Um,
You've already got marked.
I don't know
We're
if the god of
trying.
Oh,
civilization
is that
can
just
see
weird?
a lot about it, given
I
it's
mean,
not a city
he-
anymore.
Just the circle.
He
Just
knew of the
west
city.
and down in the water.
Well, they all knew
Okay.
that there was once a city there, but none of the gods can
He just
actually
realized
see
that-
inside of it.
Well, no.
And when I asked the goddess of life if she could find us an entrance, she couldn't see one. She recommended we talk to the goddess of anarchy, given it's her domain. So we
What
have
I-
two potential ways in.
Well, it's the goddess of anarchy, which means both of which are going to be hell.
Nate.
We either go down the water and hope that a water creature or something like that, I'm guessing, doesn't find us. Or we go through the other entrance she saw, which could be trapped like the stories you've been told.
It's going to be trapped.
It'll
Right.
for sure be trapped. I'm not actually that worried about it. I don't know why she'd lie about it.
Anarchy,
Anarchy, yes, but
making it a difficult choice, because knowing this group will take forever to figure out two decisions.
Yeah, but that's not
Maybe.
fun.
That's.
Yeah, but
What?
it takes 3 episodes to do it.
it's
Right.
gonna be
I doubt she
It's
pays
not
that
fun
much
for the goddess of
attention.
anarchy to watch us just
right.
sit
It's
and-
going to
Yes.
be really hard for her to make messes in her playground if her playground stops existing. So
True.
she has a vested interest in getting this particular problem solved in some way.
Probably why she pushed you
Probably.
to accelerate your new ability.
Well, I don't. As far as I'm aware, my patron and Imus are two separate forces. They are not working
They-
together as far as
They
I'm
don't talk
concerned.
together.
Not that I'm aware of.
Idle gods.
Seems
chit-chat.
like the gods hardly talk to each other.
The gods can't talk to the shard things. They can't even see close to them. That's why.
Well, that's
none of them can see into the
because
city.
scrying, right?
Yeah, I asked them if any of them could see if it was in the city, and none of them who should have been able to see into a dead city could see anything. So presumably, it blocks.
Yeah.
It's their domain now, rather than the gods.
As far as my goal is to hurry and get there and get the new Earth one, and then continue on to the next. That's as far as what my goal is.
What are we?
So are we going to bed now?
I
Is
think
that
we
Yeah.
should go to bed.
I think.
I think we should probably put on dry clothes. Yeah.
You're
We're
all
really
warm.
close. Yeah.
Yeah, I think at
close,
this
really
point we're
close.
super warm between
Oh, okay.
between the
Bonfire
healing and the
prayer
fire
healing.
and the I'm sure we
We're
dry out
nice.
Yeah.
pretty fast.
Okay. Okay. Good deal.
Okay.
I was just gonna, yeah.
I hate you a little less right now.
Thank you
That
for,
is understandable.
and thank you, Mel, for everybody who, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Are you okay?
Good night then.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah?
I'm gonna
go to my
walk
tent
up
and
to Killian.
sleep.
Good job. Sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
I can respect that.
Copyright ding number 1.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let you kill him. It's not gonna happen.
You're just like, yeah, not gonna happen. I'll be the one to do it. Yeah, so.
So after your harrowing experience on the river,
Ugh.
you make your way back up to your campsite.
No, keep going. I'll butt in when it's appropriate. Keep going.
And decide to bed, put yourself together, bed down for the evening. Go ahead.
Well, is anyone going to be on watch?
Me.
I will.
Okay, so when I see you guys, I'm like, you don't need to be on watch.
Why?
Because I have set up a spell around us that if anyone enters or exits, it'll wake all of us up immediately.
It was loud.
It's very loud.
It is.
So we will all know if anyone comes or goes.
What if they fly?
It'll tell us.
What if they come from under the ground?
It'll also tell us.
What if they're already in here?
Well, then we shouldn't have let them in the first place.
Okay, I'll take second watch.
Take first.
I'll take third.
I'm asleep.
And on that note, we
Lizard
will
is
call it
also
an
sleeping.
evening.
Wait a little bit longer. There's something
Oh,
let's get to
okay.
on this third watch.
All right. So first watch passes uneventfully. Second
Use
watch
the caster.
passes uneventfully. Third watch, Killian's got the camp to himself, and he does what?
I'm gonna go over as quietly as I can and wake up Milo.
Mm-hmm.
And when I wake him up, I'm gonna cover his mouth so he doesn't make any noise.
Follow.
I'm gonna drop the alarm spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk him a little ways out of camp so we can have a
And
little
you're dead.
conversation.
I'm not wearing armor. I'm just like sitting
Okay.
there in like night clothes.
Do you know if Imus can watch you?
I have no idea, but I don't know how powerful she is. But when Sionis tried to scry on me, he couldn't. But I don't know whether that can correlate to
How
what
clo-
a powerful
How
god-
close can you communicate with your patron?
Yeah, in occasional dreams, if I maybe try really hard.
Try really hard. Ask him to give us 5 minutes where we're off the god's radar.
I'll take out a water skin and
Stick your finger in it.
Come on, come on.
I'll like cup them in my hands and just like heavily concentrate on trying to connect with my patron.
Okay.
I know it's probably not strong enough, but
Make me an Arcana or Religion check.
I will assist you.
thank you.
I'll bet you will.
16.
Okay. You do feel the connection. It comes through fairly faintly.
Oh, and I also have like the shard necklace that I'm also
Okay.
trying to get as well. I forgot
So
about
it does come through faintly.
that. Right.
You feel like it's attenuated a little bit because you're not at the river,
Right.
and it's having to sort of jump through the moisture in the air, which
Is
being
difficult.
winter, it's fairly dry. There's not a lot there to work with.
Okay.
but you do feel the connection
How long
take
do we
hold.
need?
Just 5 minutes.
And I'll ask my patron just like 5 minutes of cover from the gods.
You don't get words back, but you get the picture of yourself and Killian inside an egg.
Go.
Imus let something slip when she told us an entrance into the city.
Right?
She said that she was involved when the city was destroyed. Something took the god of balance out of play around the time these things showed up. And Imus has been playing you.
She's been playing my whole family bloodline.
Exactly. And a lot of what's happened may not have been possible without the chaos that's been happening.
True. There is one thing that could correlate with her being with the city. And then there was a changeling change. That the druid king, the dwarf king was a changeling. That would have brung complete anarchy to the dwarven society. That could be what she was meddling with.
When we meet with the earth, whatever, will you help me talk to it so we can find out if any of these things have worked with us?
Yes. If you promise me something.
What's that?
If I try to have it become one with me, you won't stop me.
I can't promise you that. Not until I know what'll happen. If this is a god from another world, for all we know, putting it together will give us another Imus to deal with. And I can't let that sort of thing happen. I can promise you that unless it's going to destroy us or attack us, I want to put it back together and send it back to where it belongs.
Fair. But I'm asking at least the Earth one.
Do you even know what that's going to do?
At this point, I don't care.
I know. And that's why I'm asking something I know is really hard for you. But I can't promise that I won't try and stop you if I think it's going to be a danger to all of us. I have to do the right thing.
Very well. You at least let me try.
Absolutely, and I'm willing to talk with it, and I want to understand these things, and every time I've talked with them, they don't seem dangerous to me. They also don't seem like us.
No, they aren't.
Communicating with them is really hard.
I think that's because of the form they came in.
I think so.
But as far as I'm aware, it just wants to be reunited with its kin.
I know. I just don't know if that means once it is, what does it do?
Right.
Every time one of these things has showed up, it's been pretty cataclysmic.
Right.
So I don't know what happens if we bring them all together. But I wanted to let you know.
Right.
And use your patron's cover. I think Imus is involved in all of this somehow, and I think we need to figure out
Right.
how so. And I don't think we can talk about this without this cover, because she might be watching us.
Okay. Can I make an insight on you real quick?
Yeah.
19. Are you planning on leaving?
No.
Okay.
About this point, you do start to get the sense in your mind that the eggshell around you is starting to crack a little bit. I mean, it's still holding together, but it's starting to crack in hairline.
We're about to lose it.
For what it's worth, and I don't know if this means anything to you, but I am sorry I left all of you. And
Well, to be fair, out of all of the group, I understand.
I'm sorry that we wasted so much of our time before now doing things that weren't important.
Not necessarily. I mean, if we hadn't stopped the bandits, they would have continued to do whatever and then brought the Empire down on the town. If we hadn't stopped the kobolds in that one cave, who knows what they could have done. And your grandmother's friend would have died, probably. And the entry of the tower, even though we lost Alma to that, I mean, better we slow her down and stop whatever demonic thing she was doing.
Fair enough.
It's helping me grow as well. I mean, I'm just a noble who couldn't hold a sword. I barely fit in this armor. But I'm working on it. I still remember what my original goal was, even though every once in a while it gets clouded. And I understand why you had to go. Everyone deals with pain in different ways, and I know what that's like.
Fair enough.
And both me and you know what it's like to have pain hold on alone to that. There are some people here who can help with that. Everyone here has a small piece they can help with rebuilding that broken part of yourself. And the promises of maybe reassembling those old pieces. But that's only a whim, I hope, not. I hope.
We'll have to see.
And I will chug the water and the eggshell
And
will
then
fall.
the eggshell goes away.
Okay. So I'll take us back to camp,
Okay.
and I will put back up the alarm spell, and do my best to cover our tracks when we come back in. So as far as anyone else is concerned, nothing happened.
All right.
That's where I get attacked.
And that's where
Yeah.
where we will call it for this evening.
I will have some stuff that I do on watch, but I can deal with that later.
Okay.
It's not important.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Those of you who stuck it out with us to the very end. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope my
Great.
players enjoyed it around the table. We will be back next week, same time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time. I leave that up to you to determine when that is in your own time zone. Just a couple of reminders. We do have our YouTube channel. You can go check that out. Easiest way to find us is to search for Casual Cactus. It is casual with a C, cactus with a K. There you will find all of our back video episodes, all of the video content that we create. This campaign, the previous campaign that I ran, a couple of campaigns that Danny has run, some one-shots, some extra content. Go check it out. While you're there, do hit the like and subscribe buttons so that you will always know what's going on when we put stuff up there. We do also have our Discord server up and running. It is the best place to keep in touch with all of the news and events that are going on here with this channel, as well as with Kiara,
Keanu Reeves.
Whatever my
Keanu
name is.
Reeves'
Yeah.
stream.
Kyrie's creative streaming. There we
You're
go.
breathtaking.
I don't know what I was trying to make your name be. I really don't. I'm so sorry.
Fine.
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 So go check that
Sometimes
out.
I,
Also
can't
ways
say it
for you
either.
to engage by sharing artwork, music, writing, photographs, anything you guys do that's creative. It's a place that can be an outlet for you guys for that as well. That's all we have for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Do join us next week. And remember, until then,
Grab your bats and grab your balls.
and if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.
Bye.